Start!
That's for the recording.
Good evening and welcome to this week's episode of
Wow.
Being Crit and Survive, where a bunch of people are gathered in the same location for once, the first time in this campaign, to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
With
Yay!
no nipples.
No nipples! First time we've done that today.
Yes!
Yeah, for those of you watching live, you get a fun little insight into how things can fuck up.
Welcome to the blooper reel.
I will probably, do you know what? I will leave that in as a blooper reel, at like at the end of the stage. I'll just cut it, move it to the end, and then we'll just be like, this is a blooper.
This is what happens when you start without a microphone.
Yeah, the microphone did not work for the initial bit, and
everyone
stuff happens.
Everybody.
to print Smoky, but I haven't here.
You should have smoky stats.
Yeah, I've got Smoky stats, but I was going to print them off or write them down.
Oh, you don't have it on paper?
Not yet.
Ugh.
Ugh!
I personally would never.
That book.
No. The outrageous thing is, I've wrote the character sheet out, but I forgot that I'm a bard and I have spells. I can't just whack things anymore and go, I think I have 8
Hang on,
spells.
this is Connor, so it's been a long time since you've done a character sheet, so let's just double check it.
I copied it off of there.
So, like I said, he copied it from D&D Beyond.
It-
all I got
Amazing.
wrong was the first bit where I wrote your character name instead of mine.
I'll do it.
We are gathered once again in person to play some Dungeons and Dragons. We have Ross here for the first time this campaign in episode 9. And the position of Ross directly below me has been replaced by the roving minis that we had like one episode, and then I decided to keep. I just had it in reserve,
I like it. It's good.
I liked it.
I liked it. Keep it.
and then we get to see Palimpsest because last time that happened, Tom did not have a character by that point
nice.
and wasn't here. Well, you weren't
We
here.
were just
We were
keeping
being
them
secret.
undercover.
Yeah,
Tricksy. False.
no one is a hobbit
He's
here.
a small dragon.
He is a small dragon. He is.
But he's a small dragon the
Small.
size of a hound.
Yeah, but
you've got broad shoulders.
Luke sold it last time, but it was like a large creature.
Dogs vary a great deal.
Yeah,
so-
I was more thinking.
Just be
kind of
grateful it
like,
hasn't got a
He's
human
kind of like a
Like a
big
puppy.
cat.
It's like a little ferret.
He's a big
Big
cat.
ferret.
He's a
Big
big
ferret.
cat.
Big kid.
I described him as a big cat last
I
time.
saw a
Admittedly,
catio earlier.
did you?
Catio. A cat in a catio.
Well,
Her name was Mo.
Mo.
Mo in a catio.
Mo cat.
Mer. Her name was Mer.
Yes, we are once again gathered for some D&D. And we are quite happily supported by Gainty. Gainty, who provides some wonderful gaming gear and goods. Connor has
Yes,
some of those gaming gear and goods.
Do. I have this nice book.
Oh, the nice book.
I'll tell you
It's a
what, I'll hold
good
it to my camera because, in fact, I can do this.
Tis a good book.
Is that where you keep all your spells?
It is.
It
In
is
my-
a-
in my
it is
book
a
of
spe-
spells.
It is
As
a
you can-
spell book, but has no spell. This book is full of lies!
Like my
there's nothing
character
there.
sheet. No, it holds all the important things that have happened so far in the campaign.
Well, if, like Connor, you haven't taken any notice of what's happened in the campaign, you can go onto our YouTube page and you can check out our previous episodes. They are available on YouTube. This is, as I say, episode 9. A few things have happened.
And
No.
in those 9 episodes,
In those 9
I will
episodes.
tell you that
In
some
great
things have happened.
Things.
We
We're not
roamed through some things, we've
Mhm.
ate some things,
We fought some
we fought some
things.
things.
You've been eaten by some things?
We have. Some
yeah.
some things have
There
been...
are some creepy human face things.
Yes,
Oh,
they
yeah.
were things.
Yeah.
Boy, that took a detour I was not expecting.
That only
Oh,
took
just-
about
You
an hour
said
of
there
our
was
session.
basically a human face on a hummingbird.
Excuse me, an
What is
elven
that?
face.
No,
Bah.
a humanoid face.
Thank you.
On a bird.
Yes.
And a fire-breathing llama.
Hawk or something you said?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah.
That's a hawk.
And a fire-breathing alpaca, which is a large creature.
Yes.
But
it's
it wasn't
actually
actually large. It was just large for an alpaca.
It's now a large
Yeah.
ferret.
Not that it's large.
It was,
I mean, it wasn't an alpaca, but sure.
Doesn't matter.
Alpaca. I want to
Fire
fire breathing
spitting alpaca would
alpaca.
be pretty cool.
BBEG.
The
Fire
al-
breathing alpaca.
We'll just come across the alpaca chimera. It's just alpaca head going
I'm all for that.
really
alpaca.
fluffy.
Alpaca.
It's alpaca.
It's got fire breath and guns.
Yeah,
the
shoulder mounted laser
laser
cannon.
Please.
This is the problem. This is the problem. This is what happens when we gather in person. We all get giggly. We missed this during.
You guys gathered in person anyway.
The
so
gift
that's
chat
good.
is a
Yeah,
symbol.
Ross is not the
Yeah,
the gift chat is
Yeah,
now
I don't want any
superfluous.
blaming for this.
Yeah.
No, we will blame you.
Gift chat as assembled in person.
Yes, it is true.
If you have to now act out the gifts.
Yeah.
My favourite gift.
Just pull out a toad mask and put it on.
Ban it!
It must get used at least
3 to 4 times.
Yeah.
Are you on?
Every time. It's
Don't
still
worry, I'm on
cold.
full HP. You take 19 points of damage. Round
I have 20 hit points.
Luke, calm down. It's level 3, not 13. Jesus Christ.
We can only dream of those sorts of levels.
Yeah.
Do bring your hit points being that high. Let's be real.
Lucas said as soon as we settle down somewhere, we could possibly have a level. But everyone still wants to keep on moving.
But we settled down.
You built a place. You got a level. You then decide to go somewhere else and get a different level.
Because we can't. If we stay in the same place, it's very unlikely we get more levels.
We could just stay in one place and just repetitively kill canal cows.
Yes. Just
Farm them for XP. I
I
know we're working on a milestone-based system, but if we kill enough,
Are you suggesting the South Park?
yes, make love, not warcraft.
You don't think that the after you kill generations and generations of canal cows, they're not going to evolve to just have swords?
I hope
Just
so.
They're just-
They're worth more XP. Kill them.
Our battle shall be legendary.
They just become crossed with Wolverine. So
Yeah,
every
but
time
then
their
at
duck
what
feet
point-
just become Wolverine
At
claws.
what point then do we have a spin-off where we play the canal cows against the oncoming scourge of
One
humans?
NPCs versus the canal cows.
7 home must be taken. Canal cows assemble.
And our allies, the fire-breathing alpacas.
Yes, the canal cows will ride the fire-breathing
And-
alpacas
And
into battle.
Dig Dug.
And take
Dig
it.
Dug. Commander Dig Dug.
Now the actual
Wielding
Dig Dug or the
sword.
Dig Dug with his spade?
Maybe Dig Dug will finally get his legendary Sword of Smiles
One day.
one day.
When magic
Smiles.
items become a thing in this world.
Oh,
Come on, Ross, step
well,
in.
we
Sorry.
apparently know
Yeah.
a magic item.
I can't believe they're not plentiful already. You're letting the side down.
It's been 3 months, Ross.
Why isn't the economy just ruined,
It's been
right?
84 years.
Because there is no economy, because there's no gold. There's no money.
Trade in
Yeah.
magical item.
I will trade you 2 lemons for this
Magical
one-
mushroom.
A bundle of wood.
I've got a show of dirt.
I have some sheep. I'll trade wood for your sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Ross really wants to get some sheep. And some
No,
wood. Really
please.
wants wood. He really wants wood in this game of Catan we're playing.
Yeah, zero access to wood.
You chose.
Really want that
Monopoly
wood.
on sheep.
I am trying for the monopoly on sheep. It is not going well for me or Ross. It's going well for the other Ross, but it's not going well for us.
There's a second Ross.
In your
Ross
Two
gets.
Rosses.
Ross plays with
Inferior
by
Ross.
fans.
He gets the two accounts of the same IP
Yes.
warning,
Oh,
which Laura and I get when we play
Yeah.
games on stream, which is a little annoying. It's like,
Cheater!
make sure that people know that this is not you. It's like, but people know, they can see us. It's fine.
So it's just like, what are you, really?
Looks like
are
I
you
like
that
to cheat
lonely that
live.
you are literally playing against yourself?
Yes, people are that sad.
Yeah.
Aww.
Got a stat boost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does help. It does also help on
Agree,
media.
yeah,
You
present
can play some solo games. Rich Culture
Cool.
decided to go solo.
Boosting
Boosting what?
stats
On what?
on any account that you could possibly sell.
Yeah.
What we should do is we should create a second D&D character, really weak. Kill it, get the XP.
Yeah.
And the items.
Yes.
Then create a new D&D character and introduce it next week, and then just one of us just has to.
Didn't Matt do that last game?
Pretty much.
It doesn't work.
I mean, Ross did that as well. And so did Tom. Both of them dropped a character for a while.
But yeah.
And so did you.
Yeah.
But without the equipment exchange.
That's true. You
Yeah.
did not have the equipment exchange. You came back and were just as powerful as you were before.
Yes.
And less dead. Those various,
The
characters.
well rested. The well rested buff.
Alrighty then, so with all that said and done, I realise I haven't done the thing that I normally do with GameTee, is that if you go onto GameTee's website and you follow our affiliate link, type in the exclamation command of GameTee and get yourself that sweet, sweet discount code. You can go onto the website, follow our affiliate link and go for a 5% discount if you use the code EATCritSurvive, which is always good. We like their stuff. They have some great shirts. They have some other merch. Ross is going to pop things in. I mean, I could do it because I've got it open here.
Guy. No, he's got it. It's fine. Tech guy.
Ticker.
No, make it look like we've got someone in chat.
GameTee. No, I typed it wrong.
There we go.
GameTee, there you go.
Yay, we're done.
Paying less is always better.
There you go.
Hooray.
It helps.
Free
So-
is better than nothing.
3 is better than that.
Without
Can't do free.
further ado, Connor is going to give us the lowdown of what happened last time we played.
Yes.
Session 9.
It's starting
Wall
now.
of text comes slowly
It's
down.
like Star Wars style.
The Millennium Falcon has been traced from the intergalactic starways. So we built a nice little settlement.
You did.
Did we name it?
You were offered the chance to name it, but then you declined it and wandered off.
Yeah, we let people
We let
just
them
kind
decide
of.
what they
Oh,
want.
Yeah, 'cause we weren't
we let
gonna
them decide, so
stay.
Luke has to do some more thinking.
Yes.
We then
It was
headed
Wartown, I think, weren't we?
north.
Oh, new,
No.
No?
new town.
Yeah.
Southeast.
No.
If you went any further north, Connor, you would be in the sea.
We recommended the name to be Newtown or something.
You did say Newtown.
Yeah.
And we followed.
No, it's
the canal.
Newfound Town.
Newfound Town. actually.
Newfound Town. We followed the canal south.
Southeast.
East, yes. Gotta play the face game then. Oh, south.
What?
Along the coastline, where
Nope.
we met some lovely leeches.
Nope, not along the coast. Let me follow the river. Follow the canal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the coast of the canal.
Coast of the canal, Luke.
Sure.
God.
Don't worry.
Yes.
We got it. We followed it down, met some lovely leeches, some
Yeah.
bigger than others.
Oh no.
And some scorpion.
Matthew hid up in the sky and neglected to get involved in combat.
Yeah.
Desh got exhausted.
Specifically you.
I did what? Not a single point of damage. You coward.
You just wish you could be that evasive.
Yes. I feel like Desh should be used for
wish
other people
You
in the
could
party.
jump on a griffin.
I made a boat. It didn't go down very well.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Oh, it did. It sank incredibly.
to the depths.
The giant scorpion was also very
Then we
happy
met a
with that.
lovely scorpion. He was not that great. We followed it all the way along. It was quite shallow. And then there was a fire in the woods that we all went across to go and investigate, where we met a large creature, which was not actually large, but actually quite small,
Yeah.
which we didn't kill for once.
No, you just
Yeah.
left
I was
it alone.
very
They were
surprised
quite
at that.
restrained.
We were very strained. We backed away.
I know I'm concerned that these are not the players that I started with 5 years ago. Or
We
7
did.
years ago. In fact, I've been playing a long time, guys.
We then met a lone worker who we had a chat with, where Winsome has told us that he's actually just doing some nice
Oh, yeah.
humanitarian work along the edge,
Yeah.
making sure the trees don't die
But-
and spread it.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
poisoned.
There's a fungus.
It was a fungus, and he
But
was.
A very flammable fungus.
Yeah,
It's
Smokey was working to get rid of all the dead trees.
But he feels like seeing the world. So.
Yeah, we took him on an
He did
adventure.
his patch of forest. He's okay.
Let's go and find his friend, the bandit.
And at
Only
which
you can
point,
stop forest fires.
at which point we started to just follow along the shoreline until we reached another biome. It was a whole new biome.
That's
The,
the word
sur-
of the day.
the,
Bio.
su- the surroundings changed. We went from the forest biome to what looked like a plains biome.
You got attacked by some grillons.
Which is where we met near death.
No, it was still in the forest. You got attacked by the gorillas.
I thought they came
were
out
just
from
on
the
the
forest.
edge.
We
We
were
were
on
just
the
on the
edge. We
edge.
kind of immediately went from the forest
Oh, you
to
done
go
that?
and have a look at this deer
Were you
that
in
had
there,
been
bro?
dismembered brutally.
Yeah,
And we went,
that's-
oh, this looks bad. We asked
Let's
Smokey about
approach
it,
it.
and Smokey was very insistent that we should move quickly, but he didn't speak up quick enough.
Yeah.
So we took 2 steps and were ambushed. So we killed them and we left quickly because we heard that more were coming.
In fact, we saw more.
Yes.
Saw more green and ran down the river.
We were
Wow.
too
You were-
busy
Fortunately,
running away confidently in the opposite
Wow.
direction.
Fortunately, they seem
Away.
to be more concerned
Hungry.
with eating
Yes.
They
Each
were.
what was
other.
dead than coming after us.
That
Yes.
catches me up.
So yeah, that sums up pretty much all 9 sessions.
Yeah, pretty much.
Lots of running, splash of combat.
Pretty much.
So-
hints.
Pinch of combat.
That's pretty much what's happened. So you have come to the
I should do
edge
that every week.
of the forest now. You can see that the river is continuing to meander through rolling hills that sort of spread out to the south of where you are. The land is relatively flat alongside the river, so it's still pretty slow-moving waters at this point, and you can see the sun is starting to set. The evening is bright and pleasant. You can see a number of creatures just off in the distance. Can't really tell what they are. Probably just sort of some roaming animal, just travelling in some sort of pack.
What face does it have?
Can't tell from this distance. But it's settling down to rest for the night. The land to the east is sloping away towards the ocean, and you can see the horizon of the ocean off to the side. So Winston sort of has a fly up and comes back down and says, the coast is about half a day that way, so that's useful information. He just sort of draws a scribble in his map, sort of following there's a tree line that flows down towards the coast. So it seemingly that there is a path that goes around the edge of the coast, or the tree line just goes right up to the cliff edge. So as far as you know, it just is trees up to the coast, and then it's cliffs. But it is evening. What do you wish to do? Hello.
Well,
Whoa.
we probably need to have a little nap.
I think we need to have a big nap.
A big nap.
Between 6 to 8 hours of
Oh,
rest.
really? Only that short? Really? I could do with at least like 12.
Just 24 hours, really.
Multiple long naps in a row. Yes, ideally. Sorry, when you're talking about the coast,
It's about half a day away.
on our,
On your, it'll be on your left.
but the path's like still go. We can still.
You're
follow
following.
the
You're following the river. It sort of meanders through rolling hills.
Is that going towards the coast?
It's.
Eventually
It'll
less direct.
it'll be less direct, but it's just sort of moving through.
Oh, so realistically.
You're not entirely certain how it flows beyond the
Yeah,
meander that you can see
but-
that goes between the hills.
So we can kind of assume that the river will start going the other way, and we need to go.
The river is flowing northwards.
Yes, that's interesting.
Away from the.
Well,
from
you
where
don't know.
it
You
Yeah.
you are aware that there are locks that have been set up
Yes.
at the northern side. It's probably not an unreasonable assumption that there are either this is the natural flow of the water, or there are locks at the other end that are positioned to bring water up with the tide that push this river along, or this river itself is fed by a tributary that does flow and then sort of slowly steps things up.
So we either follow the river to what we can assume is the coastline, or we keep going in the direction we're going in, ignore the river.
No, slightly different things. So you can either follow the river to wherever the river goes, or you could go along the tree line to the coast, or cut diagonally across if you wanted to, and then follow the coast.
Oh, okay.
First of all, we should probably find somewhere safe to rest for the night.
Yes.
Can I see anywhere that looks promising as a campsite?
Make a perception check.
Oh, guys, I found this tent.
Perception. 15.
15. I mean, the land is pretty sparse grassland, effectively, with some general rolling hills. There are no immediate caves that you can see that would be a good place to shelter in, or anything particular. There's a few copse of trees that are a bit further down the river, and then there is just the forest behind you that you could set up camp in, or slightly north. Yes, right by the microphone.
Some ASMR for everyone there.
Enjoy
Get
that.
them.
The water flowing.
Yeah.
Them followers.
Carbonated
That
water.
river,
Very, it's the river.
very frothy.
Although you
Perfect.
do remember, actually, think going back to your
I
point
think I hear
about,
snakes.
you remember from your saying earlier that this river was slightly salty. So this one is at least partially salinated from something. Could be the sea, you don't know. But like,
Okay.
you know, just a tiny amount of salt. It's barely detectable by the time you get to the other end.
So I think we should think about making camp for the night. We could just camp out on the plains, or there's some small copses down, a bit further down. They could give us a bit of concealment and hopefully not have anything nasty lurking in there. It's not really that big.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
But he's camping directly out in the open.
Yeah, I don't fancy out in the open. Not
Yeah,
after
okay.
those big things.
Let's
come
go have a look
after
at the
us.
little clump of trees. And you like trees anyway.
I love trees. Smokey loves trees, apart from the trees that were killing his forest. But we fixed those.
Why does Smokey sound like Dash?
Because I have a
He
limited
has-
amount of voices.
He has one
Shut
animal
David.
setting, and it is that.
I can't wait for the cows.
Yeah, the cow chicken. The canal cows just cluck.
I say, what?
And the
Why do you think I'm
farm.
mechanical
Yeah.
polar mood?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Alright.
you just need to learn dragon.
Let's go and investigate some nice looking copse.
Okay, you head off and follow the river down towards the copse trees. The trees here are quite, relatively tall, quite bushy, because there isn't so many of them, so they don't need to worry about, having to fight too much for light. Probably quite a broad leaf, so quite similar to an oak tree, but it just has quite dense foliage all the way around, which is
I can just imagine that Cassian is just literally reeling this off to everyone as we walk through the trees. Like, this is a great big oak tree, guys. And
A mighty oak.
There's a mighty oak, and yeah, they're just like, they grow so tall, but they don't really need to, because there's not many of them.
What lovely foliage. A perfect specimen.
It's probably an element of that they, because they can just grow big and strong at the water edge here, they are able to gain as much light, but they just grow. They basically have grown into a relative circle, sort of around themselves, which gives you a nice sheltered, enclosed setting.
Great place to start a cult.
Yeah.
Nice
Bring a tree.
dense shrubbery in a perfect circle.
Oh, not perfect, but there's a few of them sort of dotted around. It's sort of like maybe two or
Well,
Two or
Cult
three.
never set up here.
well,
2 or 3 trees
me
deep
and
in
Smokey
sun
can
spats.
change that. Is it like the top of the cake on Bake Off where that just one little gap is just missing?
No!
I failed my
And
family.
then put a red raspberry there.
It's where Mary
Are
Berry's
there
out
any
to
signs
sell.
of anything of significant size in this copse apart from us?
Make a survival check.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Laura.
Jeez.
Significant
I'm
size.
too,
17.
17?
too focused on the trees.
There is nothing that sort of seems obvious from you sort of get down in the soil and you have a little look at it. There's nothing massively obvious that is showing here that could be a threat beyond the sort of deer and various animals that wander around here. There is one particular, you see a couple of webbed foots that are quite large webbed feet, that sort of thing, which you suspect are probably canal cows.
Just on their own.
Just one.
Just one web foot.
Chopped off.
Yeah, not seeing any signs of anything big coming through here. It looks like it's just plain animals, deer, that kind of thing. Maybe a couple of canal cows coming through. So it should be safe enough to spend the night.
I'll look at Smokey and be like, can you sense anything? Bearing in mind, he has better wisdom than I do.
I can't wait for him to torch all of the trees now.
Get out of here! It's a kill bomb!
He looks at you inquisitively and then just turns and looks at Winsome, who translates. Who translates for him. Winsome says, he can't detect anything. I'll tell you what, what's his perception?
+2.
He can't detect anything, can't smell anything particular. Says that there's some good firewood, though, potentially.
I mean, I've got 2 bundles already, but thank you for letting me know.
Yes, that's quite right. So the copse is on the bend of a river. It's on the inside of the bend. On the far side, there is nothing. The river is still pretty wide. It's a little bit narrower than it was in the forest, but you get the sense that here it's a little deeper and a little narrower. It's probably about 800 feet across still. So still pretty big river.
So yeah, this looks safe enough. Let's get this kind of a campsite. I'll take first watch if you like.
Yes. I mean, I'm happy to watch as well. And, me and Smokey could do some bonding. We'll try anyway.
Sure.
You can help me. Oh, you're good with animal handling, aren't you? Are you?
Yeah.
I remembered that.
Yes.
As you
maybe we
remember
could
from my
sit down.
spectacular success in taming the canal cows.
Yes.
There's a difference between domesticated animals and wild animals that have no idea what you're trying to do to them.
Maybe we could sit down. We could try and teach Smokey some words. I think it'd just be great, just to maybe he could just learn our names, and that'd be a good start.
He can talk his own language, can't he?
Yeah, but like he doesn't understand me. I'm having to go through Winsome, and Winsome's having to translate. So if we could maybe like do the whole me, Tarzan, you, Jane thing, we could like.
Sorry,
It's a story that my parents used to tell me to get me to sleep at night.
Yes, go to sleep, or the weird man will take you to the forest.
Oh, is that where you got your level 3s from?
Absolutely, yeah. I swing through them.
Canon. Doesn't matter, it's
Loin
Tarzan and
cloth.
Jane.
That is how he became a carpenter. It's just
Yeah.
phenomenal love of wood.
Yep, I'm straight.
That's why you became a barbarian, love of loincloths.
Exactly.
Yes, I do wear
Then he became
just,
attracted to both Tarzan and Jane.
animal furs and stuff, so yes.
One more for the new
Yes, I'm a great animal lover, as in I love to wear them.
We all wear them. What else are we wearing?
Cotton.
Yeah, where does that come from?
Plants.
The canal cow!
I didn't know if we had sheep.
That's
That's
wool.
wool. Really have cotton?
No, not really.
Well, there you go then, thank you.
Probably you have.
Some of us aren't from round here.
I have wool as well.
You probably have more than anything
Before
else.
the apocalypse,
It's a
cotton was
cotton blend.
real.
You have hemp more than anything else. You just have.
No, I have a rich cotton blend.
You might.
Polyester.
Anyway, I'm spending some time to teach
My carbon
Smokey
footprint is so
some
low.
words.
Okay.
I will list this.
Thank you.
All right.
But we'll also keep out for big, nasty gorillas.
Anything else?
Specifically gorillas. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
Only
And
the gorillas.
everything else.
Pretty wide with that brush over there, aren't you?
Alright. Is it so? First watch is you two, yes,
Yes.
And Smokey.
and Smokey.
Smokey.
All right. So, first of all, you're making your chit chat check. So this will
Check.
this will be intelligence checks
Ooh, there.
Oh, I'm great.
for Smokey,
Smokey's better than I am.
and then I think it will be wisdom checks for you with advantage.
So I roll for Smokey intelligence check.
So you roll your check first. That will set the DC of how high Smokey needs to.
Me? What?
Yes.
Wisdom?
Straight wisdom, but with advantage. Ross's face.
Oh boy. Natural 20.
Okay.
Wow.
He is wise.
No, but I get a... Yeah, natural 20 is just natural 20. I don't minus it now,
Plus.
do I?
Total.
What's your
So
Or
skill check.
minus 1.
So 19. Okay.
Natural 20.
Your skill checks don't count.
Skill checks doesn't-
You can't crit a skill
Okay,
check.
so roll for Smokey's
That's
intelligence.
still really good considering my...
It is.
I mean, yes, it's literally the best you could do.
Smokey's intelligence. It's a 15.
Okay, so what are you teaching Smokey?
Me, Tarzan, you, Jay.
We'll start off with like names first.
Okay.
So like Cassian, Izaria, Smokey. And then I might point out other people,
Might.
maybe.
So,
Or,
okay. So,
Actually, can I
Depends how she's feeling. He's
can
feeling.
I learn from Winsome how to pronounce Smokey? Did Smokey have a name before?
Smokey did not have a name, no.
No.
They did
Before
not.
Smokey.
But
You
we
named
did, we
him
did
Smokey.
check the draconic version of the name didn't mean anything
Yeah.
rude or
Yes,
anything
and
like
it
that.
meant something along the lines of Raging Inferno was the
So he
closest thing.
didn't
He's
have
quite
a
happy
name
with that.
that like I could learn in Draconic.
Speaking to Winsome about that, the closest that he had was something that, you know,
Yes, Luke, what was it from last time that you said?
I didn't say
It's
anything
fine,
last
you can
time.
just consult Connor's notes.
The
It
closest,
says.
the closest that Smokey had to a name, as far as they were concerned, were the one who was born second.
Oh, I don't want to use that. That's fine. Okay, then yes, I will.
Maybe Smokey wants to use that.
Yeah, God.
One second.
Maybe.
Just come in
Sorry,
and take
Or,
over.
or occasionally
I'm
you.
stirring the pot now that I'm here. in person.
Yeah.
Damn you! Move camp teaching Smoky names.
Okay, so you start off in Cassian. Cassian.
Cassian, and I'll like proper like point to me like Cassian, Izaria, Smoky. Cassian,
Cassian.
Izaria,
Izaria.
Smoky.
Hey.
That's Laura's inflection, not Cassian's. Oh, damn.
Too late.
Hello, my name is Smokey.
And once he's
Sounds
named...
like a Cookie Monster.
Got cookies of that.
The Smoky Monster.
Once he's
breathes
like
fire.
gotten those 3 names, I'll then like go around and like point to like Grit. Sorry, mate.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Right, okay.
I'm teaching Smokey stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
Great. Great. Great.
Okay.
No, just leave them there.
Just constant
Mum,
loop.
mum,
Mummy.
mummy,
Mama.
mama,
It just occasionally just comes over.
Just slowly goes into frame.
Yeah.
There's a man in the garden.
Stormbreaker just.
Yeah.
Yes, it's your dad.
Is he like picking these up and then I'll move?
Yeah, ridiculous,
move-
like stupidly
I'll
quickly.
move around the group and just like get everyone's
Wait
name.
one up.
Okay. Palimpsest,
Well, that's a man.
Klaus, Elijah, Winston, Funky.
You know what? You're the one that's gonna have to do it. So.
How often do you think this dragon is going to introduce himself?
Every time we meet someone.
Yeah.
And this is.
Introduce yourself.
That's not your name.
We're going to be like that group which does like a. We
Oh,
take
we
a
need
turn,
to-
stand in a
See,
line,
now
take
I
a
have
turn
got
to introduce
notes, I've
ourselves
just
with like
got
a flourish.
Cassian wastes
Yeah.
hours teaching Smokey how to speak common names.
That's right.
It takes like 10 minutes.
Dash.
Dash.
That's the big griffin.
You've managed.
He is a friend. Don't worry.
You've managed to teach Smokey more than what Klaus has been able to teach Dash in a week.
I think Smokey.
To be fair, Smokey did.
Smokey energy.
Smokey is older and did start with.
No,
could
no,
speak.
no, you can't take this away from me.
Can't speak.
Both of you are idiots.
I'm surprised. Can all dragons like speak?
Most.
Dead ones can't.
Most dragons have some sort
Some
of
dead
language.
ones can.
Well,
that's the
of
scary
course,
one.
you don't know, but
No, I was just, that's why I was just like, yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You-
Well, we'll nail the names and then I'll be like, good, this is. We'll probably leave it here for now. My brain's hurting, let alone what yours must be doing. So, unless there's any words, he's not going to understand a single word I'm saying.
Winston's already asleep.
Yeah, I will be like,
Maybe food?
yeah, we could just keep going into the night until like Smokey's like,
What?
not quite, but yeah, if you nailed that in 15 minutes,
Yeah.
if you nailed names in 15 minutes,
Do it for
we'll
the
do it,
fun.
we'll go for like at least an hour.
Okay.
Simple nouns.
Yeah.
Maybe some easily acted verbs.
Maybe things like run, hide.
Okay.
Just like,
You managed to teach Smokey some basic commands, and he understands what they are, but he doesn't react to them the same way that you would expect a dog to.
no.
He just sort of he understands them and sort of nods, and
Yeah, he's not like doing them as I'm saying
No.
them. I'm just like,
you sort of mime running,
Yeah, I was
and
going to
Smokey
say,
just
and mine will release out.
oh no, I'll like fully get up and like run.
yeah.
I really hope that he takes that word for word, and when he's time to run, he has
Just
it on
leaves.
his back leg.
Like those little lizards that run across the lake.
Oh, yeah.
Full on Jesus lizard.
I will accept nothing less.
Again, how Laura runs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cassie will
I'm
probably
on
like,
your hind leg.
Cassian's very athletic.
I will.
I'm picturing like full Tom Cruise crash.
Yeah. I'll climb trees, but he's
Running
very
away
good
from
at
the
I was
climbing.
gonna say, Cassie, you just start climbing trees, like and he just goes
Yeah.
climbs
And I'll
it
be
much
like,
better than you.
climb. Yes.
Climb.
Yes. No. Please,
Yes.
thank you, because manners
Oh,
make
yeah,
everything.
manners in battle really matter.
Manners make the drag.
Excuse me. You're welcome.
I apologise.
To every tree that he has to say, I am sorry.
Every time after he moves far, he says sorry, not sorry. That was really clever.
No, he has to start off by
Stop.
asking permission. Please. Just burns all down.
Sarcasm comes a bit later down the
Okay.
line. But yes, we'll do that for like an hour and then we'll kind
Okay.
of like...
Whilst this is happening, there is a fog that is starting to roll in
Oh,
from,
no.
sort of from the
How very
coast.
homey.
There's a very slight breeze that is coming across from the from the west, sorry, from the east, and there is a fog coming out, as well as moisture that is sort of starting to condense around the stream. It has been a very warm day, so there's just that cool layer of moisture just gathering around your campsite. There is starting to be water droplets settling upon tents as the mist and the fog starts to come together.
Okay.
So both of you that are on watch make a perception check with disadvantage.
Oh boy!
The
Oh,
DC
boy.
is higher for you, Cassian, because you do not have dark vision.
Do I have dark vision?
You're a half elf, so yes.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Yes.
Fogs everywhere!
Perception?
Yes.
15.
It's very foggy.
Cassian?
0.
You are far too busy climbing a tree, showing a creature that naturally can
Yep.
climb trees
Yep.
how to climb trees.
No, I'm not showing him how to climb a tree. I'm showing him that this is the word climb.
Okay. But with that, you are distracted. From your perspective, you can't see anything coming out of the fog or anything like that, but you are aware that it is getting thicker and it is, going to sort of affect your visibility for a while. So you take a walk around the outside of it, it's starting to get thick.
How long is this into the...
With how many C's?
At least 3. How long into the
Chonky.
watches did this fog start rolling
The
in?
fog started rolling in sort of after the sun went down.
Okay.
So this is probably an hour and a half in before it starts getting really thick enough
Okay.
to notice and be an issue.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure we stay very close. I get down from the tree. And I make sure I'm very close to, like, the camp.
I assume you've lit a fire. To
Yeah,
sort of keep
yeah,
yourselves warm.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Me and Smokey can just do that. No. Anyone can just do that, really.
I'm going to say you have at least one castle of create bonfire, so...
Bonfire.
Okay. Your time of watch comes to an end. Who is taking the second watch? Okay. These two. Alright, two of you come...
Obviously, and then about the fog.
Two of you are awoken.
This is a great time. Smokey, sleep.
Yeah, but do it practice with Smokey, teach him some words. Bit of a fog coming in, so you might have to listen as much as looking. But it's okay, I'm sure you got this.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yes.
So, palimpsest and class. Is there anything that you wish to discuss or do whilst you are sat around the campfire?
Looking fair.
No, I'm fairly subdued at the minute.
Dash is asleep.
Of course he is.
He had a long day. He's tired.
He was exhausted.
Yeah.
No, not particularly. Just kind of keeping
Okay.
as best an eye on the horizon as I can.
Alright, both of you make a perception check at disadvantage, please. This is due to the fog and the...
Does it matter that we have superior?
No,
No, just in
because
case
the
it
fog is...
Yeah, I know it's not darkness, it was just...
I mean, it's dark, but the fog is still
Yeah, it's
getting in
a
the way.
different-
And the dark vision only really gives
Could
you
be
a
worse.
distance.
Yeah, it's just in case it matters.
Yeah.
Disadvantage, yes?
Yes. 4?
12.
12. Okay. You don't
Could've
really
been a
notice
20.
anything, pal. You just sort of sit there staring at the fire. Kind of, you don't the gentle babble of the water filling your senses. You're just enjoying the peaceful moments to be self-contemplative. For you, you turn your head slightly. You hear a very soft
Clang.
grunting. So, sort of porcine in nature.
Can I judge how close-ish or direction?
They are a little bit north of where you are.
Okay.
They're not. You cannot see them, so they are at least more than 60 feet away from you.
Okay.
Your visibility is effectively your dark vision is 120 feet, I believe. Or is it
Yeah.
60?
60.
Is it 120?
Is it
I thought it was
close
60.
We're
to us?
superior.
Are you?
I don't think we are.
Almost certainly we are. Or is it Hoot?
Definitely Hoot.
Special trait. Dark vision, 60 feet.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see effectively 30 feet because of the fog is sort of causing obstruction. Yeah. Open can right there. You're thinking it's probably not a good idea.
Oh, what that? No, it's empty.
Oh, fine. Yeah. Okay. So you can see they are not within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
You reckon they're probably maybe a little bit further, maybe 60 to 100.
Okay. I will position myself closer
Yeah.
to it, kind of come round the side of our camp, and I will move 15, 20 feet away from the group so I can still see them, but I'm that little bit closer to...
Okay, make a stealth check.
It's like flippers hitting the ground.
It's the Quackosaurus.
13.
13, okay. You start moving a little bit closer. You feel your foot slip in the mud a little bit, but you catch yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You keep going a little bit closer. As you get within the range, you can still see. It's helped by the fact that there's a fire. That clears the fog a little bit around it.
Yep.
So you can go a little bit further in, but you cannot see anything at present still.
Are there any trees nearby?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Can I go about 20 feet up
Yeah,
and just kind of stay on the trunk if at all possible?
yeah, you get it. It's quite a wide tree, so you've got a fair bit of cover on it.
Then just keep an eye on...
You're facing towards the camp or away.
Away, so I'm facing towards where the sound was coming
You
from.
can sort of scuffle around. Make a new perception check,
Is it
please.
a Spider-Man where you're literally like just standing up on the trunk?
Pretty
Or,
much.
like wrapped around it, just like.
No, just
Yeah,
standing.
Yeah.
Flag bowling.
Yeah, there
New
we
perception.
go.
Yes.
Straight roll or...
This will be disadvantaged because of the fog.
Oh, dear.
2!
2.
One.
No, it was a 7.
Oh, right. I was like, wow, that's really unlucky that is.
You cannot see anything,
Okay.
but you can hear the noises are a little bit louder, and you do hear a
Okay.
sort of a drinking noises. You know, like we do when Tilly is taking a drink in the corner. But she's
Got
not
Tilly on
curled
the
up,
side down here.
curled up having a sleep.
We need you for the sound effect. Okay. Well,
So immersed.
I'll keep an eye out.
Is that ASMR?
Okay. You sort of sit there. Do you tell Palimpsest why? Because from your perspective, he just wandered off.
I would
I'm not
have...
even sure I noticed.
I probably would have said something.
Okay.
Along the... Right. I'm just going to go and check something out.
Call if you need help.
Disturbance on the force.
As you stay sort of stuck to the tree, just watching, keeping an eye out, just leaning.
Yeah, basically, I'm standing flat on the trunk, just
Yeah.
kind of leaning out. Just like...
As you sort of stand and you watch, two figures, two shapes start moving through. They are large creatures. They are actually large.
Instead of saying it's a large hedgehog. Which is large.
It's true.
So it's
But
large.
they are large creatures, four-legged.
Okay.
They're sort of like arching back. You can see that there are tusks protruding. A small elephant.
Okay.
But as it's going through, how high up are you? 15 feet, you said?
15, 20 feet.
Okay. You hear it.
What do you think?
Just
I will-
two of them.
Cast message
Okay.
targeting that.
That doesn't require sight, does it?
I don't think so.
I think you can get around.
No.
You just point in the general direction, don't you?
Finger gun it.
Yeah.
Finger gun.
Toward a creature within range.
Yeah. Okay.
And the range is 120 feet. Just going to say, is everything all right?
Can
You can reply to this message.
if you don't want spam text, reply. No.
We're trying to contact you.
I just block. I will carefully, given that there are two large tusked things. Can I get a read of what they kind of are, or not?
From your knowledge of creatures, they do appear to be porcine in their physicality.
Porcine?
Yes.
Hedgehogs.
That's why I said hedgehog earlier. But yeah, it's just what.
I will say.
Well, you're plus 4.
I will respond to palimpsest with just that.
Okay.
Two large
Two pigs.
Two bacon boys.
I will hear this and send back saying, dangerous?
Make a new stealth check for me, because that does require you to speak.
It does say in the spell that only you can hear.
Correct, but he still
Yes.
speaks.
Yes, the target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. It does say that about the
No.
Look at Tom reading the whole spell.
It's not even the whole spell.
Something
No,
that
that's
only
before it-
25%
that's the second
of the
sentence.
table would do.
Wisdom!
That's before it gets into all the things that block it, like
Tom's character
an
may have
ancient
low
flame.
wisdom. Tom, on the other hand,
It
Yeah.
doesn't even have low wisdom.
they're not. No, mine's really high, but I myself
In which
have
case,
low
never
wisdom.
mind.
You keep that mediocre stuff from her. You keep it.
Don't let the DM force you to do something
Yeah.
you don't want to do.
You tell him rules as written, and he says, "I don't care. Roll a new stuff."
And then you do it anyway.
I didn't ask what the book said. I said, "Roll another stuff."
More like guidelines.
Did I stutter?
More like guidelines.
So you are.
Who do you think you are, Dan?
Sometimes I miss it.
And then you remember.
And then you remember the indignation that sometimes followed.
Just felt so small all the while. A game that I played all the while, I felt like I knew nothing about.
You're all learning. We're all on a journey.
Alright, so
Anyway, yes, you whisper back.
you whisper back
you
silently,
want to.
apparently.
How did they not hear you?
I know, it's
Magic.
I whisper loudly because now I can.
okay. So you sent a second message of dangerous.
Not sure.
Right, I will try and pay attention and fail because my perception is so bad.
Yeah.
I'll listen intently.
You're too busy reading your spell cards to do well in your perception check.
Oh, he's not screaming yet. So.
I'm gonna read my book.
I do not hear
There's
it.
precisely nothing I can do if they are dangerous. So,
Yeah.
it's
I have nothing.
None of us have gained the benefits of a long rest, so
Yep.
hopefully
Yeah,
someone
that's
talks
friends
pig.
on the-
That'll
Okay.
do, pig. That'll do.
As they're sort of snuffling around and they come towards the base of your tree,
Yeah.
you just sort of move around the base of it, moving towards the camp.
Finding truffles.
They'd be snuffling.
Every
all
day
about that
I'm
truffle
snuffling.
snuffle.
They go around the tree and out of your eye line,
Oh no.
Towards the camp.
towards the camp.
Okay, I will make my way down the tree,
Uh-huh.
and I will try and follow them quietly.
Make a stealth check.
26.
Okay, you are
Nice.
stealthy. You can see these now. It is effectively,
Beyonce Clyde.
well, basically following Pumbabutt, and apart from, but it is white fur. These are sort of albino boars of some description. As you
Okay.
kind of you're used to the boar physicality. You've seen that before.
So you said large creatures.
They are large,
Literally large.
literally large.
Right.
I need like that diagram of all sizes of creatures.
Large
at
is
It's
all
in the
times.
PHB somewhere.
10 foot square.
Elephant.
Horse.
Horses are large
It's a
creature.
weird thing.
You've seen a horse?
That,
massive.
horses are large creatures.
Yeah.
in
Horses are
centaurs.
terrifying. They're
Yeah.
huge.
I mean, cows are quite big as well.
Cows are also large.
You ever ridden a horse?
But so is like a mastiff is a large.
Smack the crap
I wouldn't say
out.
they're large. I'd say they're big. Unfortunately, big's not a classification, dude.
We went pony trekking. This thing was like a war horse. Honestly, it come meandering out. It was like
5 horses tall. We
She
were
got a
saying.
cute little thing to go on. I got one that literally could have been ridden into war.
I think they were judging you.
Oh, honestly, yeah, they did ask how much I weighed, and they were like,
Uh,
"Bring out the fucking cart horse." Fat boy over here wants to ride one. It was ridiculous.
By this point,
okay,
they
large.
have
Things
broken
for friends.
into the encampment, and you see this large, tusked creature just poking out into the.
I thought there were 2.
Yeah, you seen one. They
I mean,
Oh, right.
what is their reaction, if any, to the fire?
sort of stop and look at the fire,
Is it too gonna spit fire?
and look at you, and look at the fire.
Oh.
The other one just sort of comes out into the lit area and just look. Not doing anything at the moment. You presumably stop about 15 feet
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
If I don't move, it won't see me.
Its vision is based on movement.
It just smell. I like smell me.
back. What do you do?
I am to see what they do.
Okay.
We are at a Mexican standoff.
They snuffle closer, sort of coming in a little bit more to the camp. Near the sort of. You have tents, presumably, don't you? Or do you have individual tents?
Oh,
Just me.
Just have a bedroll.
In my head, I was just leaning up against the stump of a tree.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so not tents.
we're night skying it.
Okay, so you're all out in the night sky.
Seems
So-
peaceful.
They sort of
Was I?
snuffle over, coming closer to where I would say this is probably where Isario is sleeping,
Oh, thank God, I picked a healthy one.
and it just is getting closer.
Anyone else on 2?
What's your passive
points, or is
perception?
it Just me.
Just you.
11.
Okay.
Just you.
Snuffling. Why does that look like a snuffling?
Scuffling.
Sorry.
So like a
Snuffling dong.
like a robot.
my knowledge of plants and such. Can
Mhm.
I think of any smells that might be particularly unattractive to this pig?
Make a nature check.
People.
You throw feces at the pig.
Hey, if it
A
works, it
bouquet of
works.
lilies.
That's an 11.
You've never seen this creature before. You have no idea what it might be intrigued or otherwise of,
Oh,
or deterred by. That's what the word is.
I am going to cast Prestidigitation,
Yes.
and I am able to create a harmless sensory effect,
Yes.
which should include an odd odour. I'm going to try and duplicate the scent of the gorillons.
Okay. I will say, roll a charisma check.
I can't wait for you to
God, I
see
hope
the
this fight or
frenzy.
flight
Yeah,
is
no,
It's the
flight.
first time I finally roll above a 10.
Maybe. We'll find
I
out.
did it once last week.
Is it that day?
No.
Nope.
That
That's an
day.
8 charisma check.
You
So-
can't vaguely in their direction.
You wave your hand in front of yourself, and you just create a puff of gorillon.
Sure. The new scent.
To which
Odor de gorilla.
the creature looks.
Disgusting.
It looks disgusted by whatever it is.
It was
Whatever
dead
it is that has
gorilla.
come up. Whatever smell it was that you tried to create, you have no idea what that is.
It's done something.
That's done something.
Don't know what it was, but it was offensive.
What's your passive insight? Just out of interest.
Mine.
Yes.
Passive insight is
So-
14.
Passive insight 14. Okay.
Insight, I'm actually good for
Yeah.
perception.
So your passive skills are 10 plus your ability modifier. Whatever the
Yeah.
modifier
It'll
is.
basically be the same as your
Disadvantage.
perception.
9. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. You can tell that that pig did not like that. The other one is looking a little confused as what's going on. Then it catches a whiff of whatever it was, and that's it.
I will.
You're slightly upwind, so you also get the whiff that comes through, and it is foul. It is a rotting meat combined with some sort of just like some sort of weird cheese almost,
I will send a message.
and wet fur.
I am clenching my jaw so I don't go. "Ugh."
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I will send a message to Klaus saying, tried
25.
to scare them away, didn't work. I got the smell wrong, I think.
Yes, you did.
Are they doing anything else?
They have reacted to you speaking, because the spell does have a verbal
It
component.
does, yes, it does.
So they do. And now just sort of looking intently towards you.
I will try, if I can, angle myself so that the fire is between me and them.
The fire is between you and them. You and you two are sort of sat opposite sides of the fire, so you keep an eye out, watch his back, effectively.
Watch my 6.
If possible, I will try and make the bonfire a bit more lively.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Twisted
Ooh.
fire starter.
Intimidation.
Now I get the natural 20 for a
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
The fire
Curse is broken.
bursts up.
Shut
roll
me.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw on that one did not go well. The fire
Oh.
roars up slightly, and the pig sort of that wakes you up, and you now have these two pigs really close to you, like sort of within 5 feet. The rest of you also stir from this as the sudden rush of heat and noise from these pigs
Oh.
as they
Oh.
kick and sort of spring backwards, sort of rearing up against this. You see a sudden burst of light.
I step back too. It's like, whoa.
Yep. What are you doing in this moment?
I'll wake up
Well,
and
that-
just be like, yeah, just try and like see, because there's fog everywhere and I can't really see.
The
a
fog
lot.
around the campsite is cleared because of the fire. The
Oh,
fire,
okay,
the fire
so it
that sort of
allows-
kept the moisture from condensing quite so much.
I'm probably just gonna like run away.
Go away, pigs!
Stop talking to.
Bloody rapscallions!
Make an animal handling check, but using your charisma modifier instead of your wisdom.
12.
12. Unsurprisingly, the pigs do not react to
Oh,
you
yeah.
telling them, and they are not best pleased at the moment.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to get up and grab one more, just in case.
Okay, you take a sort of aggressive stance. They are close to you. They are.
Can I do the thing that Chris Pratt does in Jurassic World and just like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Sure.
Steady go. I think.
Cassian uses whoa.
Okay, so this.
It was not effective.
Okay, so this is going to be an animal handling check. However, the DC is going to be higher for you because it has already been used in this.
Okay,
Challenge.
that's fine. Let's go.
I'm really glad that rolled a little
Yeah, I
bit.
know, right?
It's 12.
12.
Oh, wow.
Oh. I thought you'd had a modifier.
As you're stepping closer and closer, you sort of your hand out. So the pigs are looking startled.
I wasn't getting. Okay, yeah.
You were getting
A
closer.
little bit, not too close, but
No.
just kind of getting in between some people, maybe, just to be like.
You're getting in between sort of Grit and Palimpsest, but Isaria was right up next.
Oh,
to them.
okay, yeah. That's fine.
Sort of coming up behind Isaria. They are not seeming to back down. They're not moving aggressively towards you, but they are looking irritated and startled.
I pulled 2 large dead rabbits. rabbits
Uh-huh.
from my bag.
Are they actually large?
Yeah, they were. It's described as large.
Could you ride them like a horse?
I wish. How amazing! And I attempt to just feed it.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Oh.
Make a persuasion check with a dead rabbit.
16.
16. Okay.
Mm.
You throw the rabbits, and you watch as one of them follows its arc and turns and starts going towards it, just sort of following this. The other one sort of stays. As the one that turns around, you, standing in the fog, have a rabbit fall vaguely near your feet.
Brilliant.
Couldn't have gone any better. To be honest. You get
As
what
this
you
pig.
deserve. Oh fuck!
Oh.
What do you do?
Stay still.
Can't see if you don't move.
Feed it. Run. Use your dead rabbits that you've got.
What dead rabbits?
Exactly.
All of my dead rabbits go to my big birds.
Exactly.
Who is still asleep, by the way? Dash is
Of course
not
he
woken.
is.
Pick
Of course he
pick
fucking
up
is.
and throw it back.
We're playing pig in the middle, literally.
Honestly. First session you're here and you're already trolling Connor.
Pick up the pig and
What
throw
I've
it back.
missed.
I pick up the rabbit and go, oh shit, and throw it that way, away from the camp and me. Or attempt to.
Can you throw like the vampires in Twilight?
No.
No, it doesn't sparkle when he throws it.
No,
As you reach down to pick it up and sort of get ready to huck it, it sort of sees the movement
Oh no.
and is going to go for you.
Oh.
You ruined it!
However, that is a 9 to hit,
Oh, thank fuck for that.
so it goes to jump at you, and you just manage to stumble out of the way. And that sort of the other big. I need you to roll initiative.
I knew that
I'm
was coming.
presuming it is more than 8 hours since I cast Mage Armor.
Yes, because you cast that fairly early on, didn't you?
Those who have been resting this entire
Do
time.
not get a short rest.
Really?
You are mid.
What about a long rest?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Low initiative. This is what is good.
So I will roll for
Oh,
Smokey.
of course.
Yeah, I got it because I've got him added in as a creature on here, so he's all good.
Okay, thanks, bye.
All right.
Is he awake?
I would have woken up with me.
Smokey is.
More likely.
You were probably spooning him as a little hot water bottle.
No. Yes, I was.
All right. So initiatives then, please. Great.
6. Starting
Elijah.
19.
Palimpsest.
Not what I wanted.
10.
Cassian.
22.
Woo!
I got a natural 20.
Sorry.
Better.
4.
Klaus.
I didn't get a
12.
And Winsome. I need to roll for also a 12 plus 1, so 13. All right. Cassian, you're up first.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got a little while.
What attack me?
Okay,
Panic.
I will. Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, I've used all my rages.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Welcome to
Okay.
everyone else's
No,
world.
it's fine. It's fine. Okay.
This is like the most lethal fight I think I'm ever going to be in my entire life.
I'm gonna. Slowly back up.
Okay.
Where's the nearest tree?
There's one maybe 15 feet to your sort of 7 o'clock.
Can I just...
No, sorry, the other way. It'll be sort of your 4 o'clock.
I don't really want to hurt these. I'm gonna run up the tree. I'm gonna run
Climb
up the
a tree.
I'm gonna climb the tree.
Okay, you sort of scuttle back to the tree and then you just shimmy up and get 10 feet up into the tree.
Yeah, can I just get a good purchase where
You can
I'm
use
like,
your dash if you want to move further up.
just so that I'm on a branch and not just like.
Okay, so you use your action to sort of shimmy yourself up further. So
Yeah, sure, I'm gonna run.
you sort of shimmy up into the tree. So you're now a good 30 feet up in the air, but on a nice sturdy branch.
I'd just be like, maybe it's safer up here tonight. And that's all I'm gonna do. Just make sure like Smokey's okay. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, Elijah.
As I say, I was resting up against a tree, so I will kind of like crab walk backwards, like
Mm-hmm.
up. They'll fall 35 feet.
Yep.
Am I in combat with it?
No.
No? Good. Yeah, just 35 feet up.
Yep. You're
That's
up.
it.
Up in the tree? Nope.
I have 2 hit points. Fuck that. I'm still bleeding.
Winsome is going to have a similar response, but he's just going to take off and
Yeah,
fly up.
Yeah.
He's going to grab Smokey and just pick him up and just fly. As you know,
I have Smokey.
Smokey
Not
will-
anymore, you don't.
You can climb whilst holding Smokey. Smokey is
Oh,
his
I
own.
thought Smokey was. I forget he's quite big and he's not
A
actually.
large creature.
It's not like a scarf around your neck.
This is
that's
what
He,
I
weak.
keep-
he can, but your shoulders are broad enough to do it. But he's like a large cat.
He's it's like
He-
putting,
but he's
it's like
dead.
putting Tilly on my shoulders.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah,
Jesus.
Just a little less furry.
but it's closer to like
yeah, okay,
Connor's
that's-
width
that's
for
fine.
you.
I
Or
thought,
mine.
Oh, because he. What initiative did he
He's not that much further down. He got 11. So
get? I was gonna. I probably would have also said to him. I'd be like, climb, climb.
Go.
yeah.
Go.
Winsome takes off and sort of gets into one of the trees with Smokey.
Yeah, that's fine.
Use my gun to pull his tail.
Now,
Did you just cock a lizard?
it's now.
That's getting written down. Did you just cock a lizard?
Well, that's the episode title sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cock a lizard.
It would be Class's turn, but Class isn't here, so we're going to come back to that. Palimpsest.
That's sad.
It would be Smokey's turn, but Smokey's in a tree now, so Smokey's
That's fine.
okay.
He's hiding.
Palimpsest is going to regret everything
I already do, and I've not been in combat yet.
because Palimpsest does not have let's strength to climb the tree.
Oh yeah.
So he's just going to let's have a look at these cantrips.
But can you?
Well done.
I am
Can't
going to use prestidigitation to try and have some like flashes of light, maybe sort of small but quite close to the pig's eyes, the one that's near Cass.
Okay.
That's it. That'll de-escalate the situation.
I'm trying to help Isaria.
Maybe the pig's
using my
epileptic.
I was going to
Okay.
say maybe it's epileptic and it'll just keel over.
Quick, calls the diversion.
Okay, I understand. What's your spell DC?
14.
I'm going to make this a Constitution saving throw, which is a 21. So as the light sort of flash off it,
Distraction.
and now it's sort of
Distraction.
what are the components of
Prestidigitation.
yes?
Till
VS.
3, isn't it?
VS. Okay. So here's you.
Just,
Yeah. Understood. Are you staying where you are? Or are you moving?
I will back up towards a tree.
Okay. You are backed to a tree.
I'm sort of aspirationally climbing a tree, but
I'm trying my best.
Roll an athletics check for me, just to
Let's do
it's
this.
going to be so bad.
just to see how effective this is.
Oh, it's a 12.
12?
Is it up a tree that one of us is already up?
No, it's a different tree. You've sort of scattered around the clock face. Okay, you managed to get yourself up sort of 5 feet into the tree. Your feet are still sort of dangling, but you've got a little bit. You're starting. You're getting there. We'll come back to Klaus because we skipped past you in the initiative.
Okay, cool.
You were out the room.
Yeah, that's fine.
Grit, you're up next.
Where am I in relation to a pig?
In
And
front
a
of
tree.
one.
Wasn't Smokey before?
Smokey has already. We skipped over Smokey
Yeah,
because he's been picked up and
Smokey's
already in
up
the tree.
He's happy.
He's fine.
Or not happy.
He's accepting life.
I've got a pig right in front of me.
You have a pig right in front of you. Yes.
Is there a tree nearby?
Sort of
It's really cool.
10 feet back, 10, 15 feet back.
Is that the
Cool.
old-
I will take
Very
the
That's
disengage
old-
action.
Guys.
Official.
Disengage.
I will
Okay.
disengage and I will run up a tree
Okay.
and be in basically the same position as I was
2 minutes ago.
2 minutes ago when watching them.
Yep.
And as I get to the end of my movement, 20 feet up a tree,
Yeah.
I will draw my longbow.
No worries. Grip, you're up.
Obviously, I was unaware of the attempt earlier, but I really like the idea and I want it to work. So I'm going to take an action to quickly put together a small object that emits the odour of the gorilla creatures.
Okay.
As I just quickly try to like.
So that's your action to just
That's my
construct
action,
the
just
thing.
try great.
You pull a few bits together, you find a few little herbs and spices that you have just sort of mixed around, you go,
Yeah.
shop, and you just basically create something that's like a pepper grinder.
Yeah.
That you just, but it contains the whatever's grinded in a small box.
Yes.
So that as you grind it, it just emits the smell.
Grinding, emitting, throwing.
If you wish to.
Can I throw if that was my action?
I'll say it's a bonus action. You can just sort of
Thanks, I appreciate that.
lob it not very far. So you it moves. What's your DC?
My DC is 14.
Okay, so I'll say that this is.
What are you actually doing?
I've got a magical tinkering,
Oh, yeah,
so I can
yeah,
create a
yeah.
tiny object to do some things. Technically, there's still a light ball that's floating on some underground cave because I've got 4 uses in there infinite, so I replaced the last one.
Yes.
So
There's one. There's one
somewhere under
in the world.
Yeah.
Well, it's either underneath you or it floated back on the water because that river did come back out the other side. So you
Right,
don't know where it's gone. It'll turn up somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, you throw it and it lands sort of at the feet of the one that is by Isara. Isara, you also get a waft of gorillon
Stop
Um,
panicking, 'cause
that has come through. Alright, that's your action and your
I will
bonus.
move towards a tree like everyone else.
Okay, you move towards a tree. You are next to a tree.
Okay.
But you have not been able to climb one as of
That's
yet.
fair.
You do not have enough movement to climb.
Yes.
Right.
I've got stumpy legs.
It is the boar's turn. The one that is in front of you it doesn't seem as fussed by you, but is more concerned with palimpsest.
Yeah.
It made fire big.
Does a bit of rotting, and then it starts to move. And as you sort of prepare for it to hit you, you watch as its body becomes incorporeal. It passes through you and goes through to the other side and continues running towards palimpsest.
Wow.
It moves
It was
through.
not some serious shit.
It moves,
Everybody panic.
Hello, darkness, my old
It's a
friend.
corporeal pig.
I heard the words corporeal pig.
It just vanished and ran through.
Yeah, it was sort of.
It could do ghost form.
Yep. As it moves out of your range and goes towards the fire, you do get an attack of opportunity because you do have your reaction to attack for it.
Yeah,
Bonk.
I'll take us.
Hit up a tree.
Swing.
They go invisible.
Wait, did it run away from the things?
It ran away from that, but it's running towards palimpsest.
Only
So it's running
11.
11. Okay, that misses. Yeah, passes. You're so startled by a pig running through you.
Yeah.
You sort of
Lots of tingly feeling.
turn around to swing, and it's already gone. And as it runs through the fire, its form switches back, and it swings its tusks at you.
Oh,
I'm going to say you have half cover because you're partially up the tree, but it is a taller than
Half cover is that
plus 2 to your AC.
Okay.
But yes, your mage armor has disappeared.
Yes.
That is a 16 to hit.
That very much hits me.
Okay.
I am down. I have 1 hit point.
Okay,
You
I need to roll.
damage.
What is your max damage? Your max
My
hit points?
max HP is 24, so yes, if you could do 25. in one
Well,
hit.
here's the thing. It's 5d6 plus 4 because it was.
Someone hurt you recently.
Yes, you. Beat me in board game.
That's fair, yeah.
I was saying, Laura, have you been mistreated?
I was going to
this
say,
guy?
Laura, what have you been doing?
Okay, so
I feel like I'm being punished for something that I haven't done.
I'll re-roll that.
We
because I
could have
knew
just
this.
talked this through.
So that's
The time for talking is gone.
I mean, they probably weren't quite intelligent. Seems to be the trend. Could just be like, hey, pigs, can you just go away?
We're underestimating these animals.
okay.
No,
so,
I'm not. I
so that
can't
was
train to
19
not be
points of
gobbled.
damage.
How much?
19.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so he's not
But
dead.
Close enough.
presumably this causes me to fall.
Yes, it does. But
Separate sword.
you fall on it, so you don't fall the full distance, but you bounce off it
So I'm unconscious.
On a pig.
next
Like
to
a
it.
pig.
No.
No,
You
I
fall.
fall
You land
on it
on its
and then
back and then
bounce
fall
off.
off. So you
Like-
don't fall.
Run off into the night.
Oh,
So I basically haven't fallen hard enough to fail
We
enough.
got one,
That's
let's
Correct,
go.
yes.
straight away.
Yes. That has happened.
Has it got another attack?
No, it does not.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
very surprised.
They're not powerful CR. The other one that is sort of is going for you, that was by you. Gonna gets to sort of it moves itself up and is just on its hind legs, just sort of stomping up the tree. And it can't get to you, so that's
Good
that's
job, I'm
its
stuck here.
turn. Isaria, it's your turn. You've seen a pig run through you and is now the other side of the fire and has knocked out your friend.
Palimpsest. Yeah.
Yes.
And the stinky thing still got at your feet.
Yes, that.
Uh,
You have no idea if that caused it to run or the fact that fire and other things happened in its face.
Anything else.
but I do know
It's
Pal,
delicious.
Pal was quite badly hurt earlier, so
You
I
do,
mean,
yes.
everyone was.
Was quite badly hurt earlier.
yeah. Okay. I am going to run over to Palimpsest, and I'm going to use my action to lay on hands and give him 2 hit points back.
Okay. Back up with 2 hit points. The pig sort of.
Angry.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if I can. I'm just going to basically try and get it between the pig and Pal.
Sure. You know, I will say you can use your bonus action to sort of palm Pal as you've got your lay on hands. Just slide him back and put yourself between the two of you.
Yeah.
It's still not going to be an inch. Yeah, there you go. However, you're not wearing your armour
Okay, yeah.
because
Because
yours
obviously-
is a heavy armour. You would probably also not be wearing your
Yeah.
armour.
I was trying to remember if I could just like pop it on and off, but I don't think I
You
popped
have got that one, haven't you? You have got the Doffed on armour. You did
Doffed
set
on.
yours up so you could do
Yes.
that, but you
Yes.
you probably weren't wearing it when you set up to that. Whether you did put it on during this whole thing, you probably didn't.
I mean, I haven't said that I have, so I haven't done
Yeah,
it.
so it is on the ground. So your armor class is 10 plus your dexterity modifier. So
Yes,
10.
10.
So you just like having action just to like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that brings us back to the top of the round. Cassian, you are up.
Did I see this happen? Cause,
Yeah. Actually,
Because I'm up a tree. There's.
well,
fire.
you're up a tree. You also don't have dark vision. It is on the cusp of the fire. So yes, you would have seen it. Leroy.
I mean, I'm just thinking what I can do. Did I see where the pigs went?
One ran off. One is standing next to these two.
Okay. In which case, am I near them?
I mean, you're up a tree, so relatively.
Yeah,
near.
but like, is the tree like? Am I like on the opposite side of the camp to them? Are they below
You're
me?
sort of.
Are
They are below. They're not directly below you. They're sort of around a little bit. So probably you're up sort of like 4 o'clock. They're at 6.
I couldn't get there, could I?
You could
Unless
jump
I
and try.
Jump and try.
Swing on a vine like Tarzan.
Do I see any vines?
No.
Oh, jeez. The thing is, my hit points at Tom took is just all I've got left. So I'm really like scared.
Sorry, what's that, Connor? Your
I need to check my
Your paper.
electronic book to see if I have any fucking.
Do you know what you need? You need like an iPad Nano that you can just tuck inside the notebooks. You open up and it's still.
I do have one, but it's old as balls.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Would you mind just
I
lowering
am
that corner so we can
going
see
to
Laura's?
die.
There we go. Thank you.
No, I don't.
She's the icon.
Is
She's
there
up there.
any feasible way that I can jump onto the ball?
You can certainly try.
May I put a lot of full points forward which should let this happen?
One of them being.
I will say,
Actually gonna die.
make an athletics check.
What could
There's
No,
also-
I'm
possibly
just,
go wrong?
I'm just like judging it by distance. I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet.
Make an
but-
intelligence check.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay.
Make a geometry check.
It would have been better if you just
11!
I could probably make that.
You know what? Just to put that in perspective, I've thought that many a time.
Learn from a real life example.
I've looked at a couple of jumps before in my life and gone, I could make that.
This tennis ball's not going to get in my eye.
Is the
Think
pig
of how many broken ankles I've got.
it's gonna hurt?
Cassian doesn't know that.
Is the ball like still look like it's gonna go for Zarya?
It looks like he's possibly. It's close enough to Yasaria and swinging its head around.
Okay, I'm gonna. Come on, Dora. It's fine. Cassian doesn't like to see people in danger, and he will only like attack to save people. So he's gonna try and jump on the ball.
Make an athletics check.
I'm glad the intelligence check did nothing for you.
Absolutely none.
Fantastic.
It's a 13.
Okay.
You're lucky you're strong.
You take the branch that you're stood on, you go, yep, I got this. Leap forward, you see the ball coming down between you, so you go, right, oh god, put your hands there, just... and you land
Protect the important stuff.
on the ball, but you're facing the wrong way.
That's fine. I am on the ball.
I
You're
consider that a successful
So,
round.
I will say, roll 3d6.
Oh, Jesus.
Roll 3d6.
And that's how many angles you crush.
Oh no, this is how I die.
3d6 testicular torsion.
Ouch.
Man, I wish that was damage.
9.
9? Okay. So, the pig takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh
from
god,
you landing
it
on
wasn't
it.
me, thank god.
You take 4
It's fine.
to your testicles.
I've done that before. Take 4 points of damage to the testicles.
1d4 days. You no longer walk right.
All of the males in the camp that can see this go, oh! The pig goes, poof, and sort of buckles. I'm going to make a strength saving throw, see if it goes prone. It manages to stay upright.
Everyone who thought about jumping has now changed their mind.
Everyone who stood in the tree just sort of crosses their legs slightly. So you are now on the ball, facing the wrong way.
Was that an action or was that just by movement?
No, that was an action to jump
Yeah,
that
yeah,
far.
that's what
Plunging attack.
Yeah. I can't do anything else. So if that's
Oh,
my
you've done
action-
plenty. For everyone at this table, you've done plenty.
Yeah, I can't rage. I can't do nothing.
All right, that's the end of the turn. Nope.
If technically that's my action, do I still have movement left?
Yeah.
Come
Well, you used some of it to do the jump, but you have some.
Can I like do it so I'm facing the right way and not backwards?
Sure, you take a foot and you just sort of you quite athletically pivot yourself. Just feeling the balls,
Bristles.
feeling the bristles on your britches, and you just swivel around.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm gonna like.
It's like that coconut matting the back
I'm
of
gonna
the ball.
try
Yeah.
and hold on
Cocomelon.
as best I can, like
Grip onto it. Okay.
fucking Bronco mechanical ball
Ow. Okay.
style.
Are you trying to steer it in a direction?
I was trying to get its attention so that it wasn't like trying to. I'm not trying to. I'm just grabbing on with a
Okay.
deer knife in the hope that it will
Make
pay
a
attention.
make a strength. Actually, this will be animal handling, but using your strength modifier instead of
Very
wisdom.
Is it Father Christmas in disguise?
Roll a dice, add your strength.
Roll a dice at my strength.
Yeah. So it's instead of doing your wisdom modifier for.
You're not proficient with animal handling.
No.
So it's just a strength check then.
It's an interesting
Just
question.
a strength check. 19.
19. Okay, so you grab 2 fistfuls of boar hair, and I imagine this is a pretty powerful image because I imagine Cassian sleeps nude.
No, no, I don't.
No?
Not when
Okay.
there's sogging balls around.
You didn't know the
Someone in the
source.
background just like painting it rapidly, just like riding his ball naked.
Presidential waterworks incoming.
Axe being held in the air.
A streak of lightning in the
Yeah,
sky.
come through.
Vladimir Putin has naked horseback rider.
Yeah.
Cassian has naked boarback rider.
Damn straight.
Bear ball back riding?
Bear boarback.
Okay, so Cassian is not nude. That's fine.
No.
That was just my imagination.
Cassian would not be less molesting
Don't play that channel,
very
please. Read the Bible.
yeah.
He's wearing a modest loincloth,
Yeah, like
which
Tarzan.
isn't doing a
Yeah,
lot for
when I
him.
jumped,
Which
I
is
did the
pointless.
Tarzan cry.
Yeah, the loin
Tarzan UK.
Cassian's awake. If
Cassian's a
done
jungle.
the
Watch out for that
Tarzan
ball.
Everyone.
The Dash has now woken up.
Yes.
Actually, that's a good point. Although Desh is Nope, Dash is still asleep.
Yes! That's my bird.
That's my boy.
He's got,
oh,
he's
no,
got
my
disadvantage
boy.
on ability checks. His passive perception is in the floor.
Aww.
Just in the toilet. It is awful. Elijah, you're up.
Can it make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Which one? One you can see, yes.
The one that Cassian isn't riding.
Oh no, you can't see that one.
Can I see it? Oh, well, the one Cassian's riding then. I'm really sorry for what's about to happen.
That's a 7
It fails.
minus plus 1, so 8.
It fails.
Yeah.
I was casting
Uh-oh.
Dissonant Whispers.
Oh no!
Okay, what happens?
So it takes 3d6 psychic,
Yep, roll damage.
and then it must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far away as its speed allows away from me. It doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground.
I'm going for a ride. Hold on tight.
So roll damage.
Clickety clack clack clack. 9 damage.
9 points of psychic
What are
damage.
they,
So
potions?
the boar
That's it for
hears
spells.
something in its head. It rears up, bucks slightly. You sort of feel it. You clench your thighs in to make sure you don't go up and down. And the boar just takes off running into the forest. You, it jumps over you.
Attack of opportunity?
This is false movement, so I don't
Okay.
think
Yeah,
it does
I'm
because it's using
making it.
its reaction. But it jumps over you and goes around the tree and just starts running at full tilt. It's moving its full movement speed, but it's coming towards another tree. And you're like, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
I can't let go.
It goes incorporeal.
Watch out for that tree!
Passes through the tree at full speed. You slam into it.
Like
Make a dex-
Looney Tunes style, my body is crumpled into there.
Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage because you are... Actually, no, you don't get to make this because you're effectively blind because there's no dark vision.
You know, before I
Yeah.
did it, I thought it was a really good idea.
Oh no!
Well, I got a
Some
dex
damage.
save. Dex save.
No, you do not get a dex save because you don't see this tree coming.
You're fucked.
You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam into a tree. Roll 3 6s.
I'm down.
More damage with the tree than what I did with the spell.
But it is taken off running
Yeah.
through a tree.
I did it!
I am in
Can
a
anyone fix that?
I am in a tree right
You'll
now.
just hear a poof.
me and Klaus can see it almost, but ooh,
Klaus can't. Klaus is too far away. It's on the other side. But you kind of see it.
I see it run. I know it's on it. I hear the impact. I'm like, ooh, I hope that was the ball.
Winsome is going to
I did it.
make a perception check to see if he.
It was that
Disadvantage.
or sleep, and I'm pretty sure it would have just sent you to sleep.
Oh,
That was the only reason I didn't do that. I was like, I'm pretty sure Cassian might have less. hit
Winsome
points.
is going to say, does anyone know where Klaus is?
He was that way.
He's going to take off and fly towards your side. He does have superior dark vision, so he does see you as he comes
Howlands do.
through. He's like, sees the boar at the bottom, sees you in the tree with an arrow drawn.
What's up?
How dare you?
It's just in my hair.
Oh, just
That did not work.
Matt
Oh,
just
did that.
headbutts it.
It got it to leave.
I mean, it's already broken, so
Yeah.
can't do any more damage.
He's watching it. It's looking at you. He's just going to land in a tree and just hold an action to throw a dart at it.
It'll miss.
It'll
Don't
miss.
bank on it.
Yeah,
Klaus, it is your turn.
I will fire this arrow.
Make an attack roll. Winsome is also going to make an attack now that you're doing it. So
18.
18 will hit. Winsome with a natural 13 plus stuff hits.
Plus stuff hits.
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage plus Winsome's 5. So 13.
Yeah, I did more damage than Winsome.
Yeah, did more damage with a monk throwing a dart with a longbow.
Yes.
I don't care, I did more damage than the NPC.
Numbers is all that matters.
Anything else?
Am I able to go further up the tree, or am I basically at the top of the trunk?
No, there's more tree.
I will go further up the tree.
You go further up the tree. It does disappear from your vision because you are out of the fog.
Oh, in which case, I will not do that.
Okay. But you take the shot and you hit
Um,
it It takes. You hear 2 impacts. Yeah.
Fucker. I can't use my bonus action.
No. Alright, that is the end of the turn. It is Smokey's turn. Smokey is up in a tree and he's going to stay up there because he was taught to climb and that's where he's staying. Pow.
Did I see what happened to Cassian?
You saw the pig run off into the forest and then it went beyond the range of your dark vision.
It's more than 60 feet away.
No, but the fog is making it half sight,
Right.
effectively. So he went beyond 30 feet.
I'm heading after Cassian
Okay.
because I am worried about Cassian.
You go 5 feet and you see Cassian lying unconscious underneath the tree.
Just pretty
Can I
crumpled.
get to Cassian?
You can with your
Very
movement.
crumpled.
Yeah, with your movement you can just get
Right.
to the edge of Cassian.
I am going to try and stabilize Cassian.
Make a medicine check.
There's going to be a lot of stabilising this campaign, guys.
Low levels.
13.
13. Cassian is stabilised. You sort of have a check around. It doesn't appear that there's sort of like cuts, bruises, cuts or
Basically
wounds.
got-
There's just a. It's going to have a headache.
Oh, I listened to that episode the other day.
You're no longer making death saves. You're on 0 hit points, but you're no
Yeah,
longer making death
yeah,
saves.
yeah.
You're fine. Alright, that is your action. Anything? Your movement.
That's it.
Alright. Great.
How far away am I from the fire?
Probably about 20 feet vertically. Actually, no, because you were on the ground still.
I'm still on the ground.
So yeah, you're probably like 10 feet from the fire.
How
these
far
trees.
away is the other boar from the fire?
You don't know. You don't actually know where the other boar has disappeared off to. All you know is it went into the forest, hasn't come back out since.
Don't know the direction that it went.
Yeah, you saw it go and Winston went in that direction as well.
I have a flask
Machine
of-
gun.
So I have a flask of. I open up into the trees. I have a flask of oil,
Yes.
so I'd like to run to the fire and
Oh no!
makeshift Molotov rag
Okay.
on top of it.
Jesus Christ!
Okay.
Could you reflavour an artificer as like the mask? Tommy gun.
Probably. There's
Into it.
do you know what? No, there is. There's the artillerist.
Yes.
So yes, that could.
Yeah.
I just envision that one scene in
And then I
Predator.
will use the rest of my movement to move in the direction I think that the boar is.
Okay, you get close to it. You sort of ignite it.
Until I see.
You do see a boar. You do see the backside of a boar. So
I will throw the Molotov at the boar.
make an attack roll.
God.
This is a ranged attack roll, I believe, for a flask of oil
Yes.
rather than a dex save.
Yes,
I would
it
imagine
says
so.
make a ranged attack against a target creature or object, treating the oil as an improvised weapon.
Yep. So it's dexterity, just dexterity. So it's not proficiency.
5?
Misses. So you throw it, it bounces off him, and then keeps going a little bit. Shatters on the ground, and there is now fire. A small puddle of fire that is slowly
Yay.
building.
Awesome.
It's not taking too much because a lot of the grass
It's
around
wet.
it is wet. So it's not taking,
Yeah,
but
I
it is
knew
the
that. I
the
had
oil
my
itself
plans
is burning.
Oh, good.
Obviously, I knew
I won't
those.
write
However-
any plans down the forest.
However.
The pig does react to the sudden appearance of fire
Yes.
and is going to just get freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
So that's something to bear in mind. It's now its turn. It's
Sure.
been shot twice, so it's not particularly happy. It's going to turn around and run at you.
Oh,
Sure.
I didn't run away.
No.
The other one, you hear the other one sort of keep on booking it. It's just gone.
Well done.
However, the one that is near you is going to run at you
Yes.
with a charge, and it is moving.
Yes.
It is moving 20 feet, so it is going to hit
Oh,
you.
no.
Sure.
This is going to hurt.
Yes. It might miss.
It might. It might. You're not wearing your armor, but that is a 15 to hit.
That will hit me probably then, yes.
10 plus 4.
10 plus 1 dex, so.
11.
Okay, so what's your hit points at the moment? What's your max?
12, and my maximum is 29.
Okay, so I've got 41 effectively,
Yes.
so that's okay. So that's.
Oh, I thought you said you rolled.
Why would you
41.
ask that question?
I have to make sure. Do you remember in the first campaign, the last
Yeah, I know,
campaign,
it's
where I
also
killed
with a ball.
Kafina?
With a ball?
Yeah.
It's like you didn't learn your
Fuckers
lesson.
trying to run it back. He's doing salty run backs.
Or we learned the long ways. Or we learned those.
No, we haven't fought any moths yet.
This is how you kill them.
Well, we don't realise
Yeah.
this is just like every
It is
session
dark.
is just a throwback to a previous campaign
Yes.
with just some hints, and then we've got to pick up the.
When we enter
so
a meeting,
that's-
wear the right shirt as well.
Secret
Yeah.
code.
That is 25 points of damage.
I mean, I'm unconscious.
Okay.
That's the sound of the war made as well.
Yep. And you don't have to make the strength saving throw because you are just unconscious. So
You're
that
very
is
prone.
Yes.
the end of its turn. Saria.
Okay, so presumably with my dark vision, I could see palimpsests
You see palimpsest.
turning to Cassian.
No, it is just beyond the reach of your dark vision.
Okay.
Same issue as palimpsest had.
Okay.
Could I have said
Well,
Cassian's okay?
Sure, we'll say that you said that.
yeah, but being
You did. You would have seen, however, because the ball was running back towards the fire. You have seen it now clatter into grit.
okay. Can I get to grit with my movement?
Your movement is 30.
30, yeah.
Yeah, you got movement for that.
Okay. I will go over to. I will go back to bonus. Okay, I've got grit, and I will go over to grit, and I'm going to action lay on hands and give them my last 2 lay on hands points.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
two playing footsie.
Yeah. First it was accidental,
And then
and then it built off of it.
then the chemistry
As all
just
things
happened.
do.
Yes. First it was an accident, and then it got more serious as like.
And then it became a fight. All right, so grit.
Oh God.
That's your action. Anything your bonus, or
You
you
don't
done?
want to
I
fight
don't
with
have bonus
angles.
actions on my phone.
That's true. Cassian.
I'm 11 off.
You're unconscious, so you're out of
I'm
this
having
effectively.
a-
Elijah.
I'm finally having a
Yes, yes. Many things to do from up here. I lost my dagger in the last fight. I'm out of bites. I have 2 hit points, and I'm out of spell slots. So
Yeah.
Wave your
Don't do
arms
it.
angrily.
I will inspire.
Oh.
Yes! Flail.
I'll inspire you, Saria.
Okay. How do you inspire?
I will inspire with a soft tune played from the top of my branches. Just slowly trying to tune my instrument from the safety of where I am. Just.
Okay, so as you're sort of tuning this out, you watch as the vibrations of this sort of shimmer a little bit, and this small mote of energy just floats down. This sort of
Get a little
soft light.
orbit.
purple-violet light just starts to orbit around your body.
What shape is it in?
Great, so easiest
Palm of
target,
Armor.
D
that's-
minor.
The shape of D minor.
Yeah, you're a musician. Work it out, Matt. I don't know.
Is it a D6?
Tis.
Oh,
So-
that's
so
a massive.
It's a key signature.
It depends what you use it on.
D minor, that's just.
No, I think
Yeah.
the ball gets to go before I do.
Yeah.
Alright, it's Winsome's turn. Winsome has seen this problem and is going to throw another... Actually, has Winsome got...
That's great because no one knows what my inspirations do yet.
Where do you go?
Many.
Oh,
I had to work out what they did.
If you're the bard that I play, I think I know what you
That one.
That one.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't remember,
No, I figured.
but I know it. It's quite.
I mean, I know.
Written down.
Yeah.
I know, but only because I read it earlier.
Yeah.
I had to pass it to Matt.
Winsome is going to throw another dart,
Mm.
which
I
hits.
didn't get to
Fucking hell, 2 attacks in a row.
Oh, and another.
I picked one, but
4
that
points
wasn't something
damage.
I'd seen anyone play.
Ah.
For
Yeah,
once.
that's what I mean.
So you watch as another dart just sort of comes out. We have a new first-time chat. You have actual humans to play with. I'm very envious. Thank you very much. I can't read the...
Sorry, I can't read
They
your
have
name.
bodies and
Can't read
arms
the
and
name.
real dice. Yeah, Ross. Where's your real dice?
Yeah.
Rolling your digital dice over there. That's right.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Spent
you
rolling
you learn
Torindolo.
not to do that because it rolled badly.
Walter and Dolo, thank you for coming along here. It's nice to see you. Alright, so
I'm
we...
going to our deaths.
Yeah. Tune in next week to see our new camera.
Yep.
Wake up in exactly the same spot that we left.
I see session 9 was pointless.
We've started this session as the balls.
Or the Grillons.
That's right, you're welcome to say hi, so don't worry
No,
about
it's fine.
it. Alright, so Klaus, you're up.
I will fire again.
All right.
We interrupt ourselves, so someone else doing it is no
16
different.
hits. Very
Roll damage.
Very welcome.
5.
5 points of damage. Another arrow comes swinging out of the darkness and just
Ending.
thunk into its backside. Is not happy with things. It is Smokey's turn. Smokey is going to descend the tree. But actually, Smokey is going to take a slightly more obtuse route because he can sort of jump from branch to branch because there is enough distance. And he's just getting closer, going around the outside of the trees, but he is getting closer. And will use his action to dash so he can actually. Oh, he doesn't even need to do this. He can do a mighty leap.
Yes, he can!
So, in fact, he doesn't need to do any of that. He is going to make a mighty leap and just jump 30 feet for a long jump from a standing side. Just
Jesus Christ.
boing. He will take.
It's part kangaroo.
It's parkour. So he will take 11 points of damage
Falls
from the fall.
unconscious.
No, he's got more hit points than all y'all.
Yeah.
Combined.
Surprised.
He's going to bare his fangs at the boar and exhale his
I'm
fire at
sorry.
it. Laura, roll for me 5d6.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
You had the exact same reaction last week.
Smokey invokes MVP mode.
We'll make that noise every time.
Yeah. 5d6 is like what, a level 8 rogue sneak attack?
Something like that. Level 9.
Yeah.
6, 10.
Insane
That
damage.
was a 6. That was a 6. I
Yes.
promise that was a 6. I can vouch that.
That was 8.
6.
I saw that
There was a
all
20?
They were all 6s.
They're all
Oh, I
20.
I saw a 12.
16, 19, 20!
20 points of fire damage as I failed the death
Nice.
save by a good chunk. The boar is now semi-ignited as this.
At least we can all see it now.
Smells like bacon.
It does. It is delicious. Smoky is.
Cure for vegetarians.
That is the end of its turn. Palimpsest. You just see a huge flash of fire off in the distance.
I will go towards it. Can I get to where I can see the ball?
Yeah, you can see the boar sort of now with a couple of people nearby it. Grits and Isaria and Smoky just sort of off to one side.
Can it make
Setting
a
some pig
wisdom
on fire.
saving throw?
Oh.
Bleary-eyed.
Wisdom saving
fire.
throw?
Whoa.
Natural 20.
God damn.
Never mind.
Okay.
Why though?
What were you doing?
That was a Toll the Dead, so...
Sorry, do you mean a Toll the Dead?
no,
Toll the Dead!
Absolutely do not mean that. Because I hate it. That was a natural 20 on my Christmas Eve.
Don't ever do it around me again.
I refuse.
So, Alright, Grit, you are up.
Oh, yeah, I am. Cool.
You
I
are
guess-
currently prone with a ball that has just been singed.
I mean,
you
I'm
have just
gonna-
watched fire go across your face.
Yes. I will stand up,
Yep.
and seeing as this door's in front of me, I will boldly punch it.
Charging up the gauntlet.
I will.
Or using your rocket fist.
I will. You know what?
Oh no, you don't have your rocket fist, you're not wearing your armour.
No, I will use shock and grasp essentially.
Okay.
So that will be. I need to press a button. Don't need to press a button. I can roll actual dice. Oh,
Yes,
nice.
better.
23.
That's
23 will hit. So you take the device that's sort of constantly attached to your hand, you just use that to wind
Yes.
up the electricity and go for the punch.
That is 4 points of lightning damage, please.
4 points of lightning damage.
And then
Nice.
I will now move away because it can't take reactions.
You got it. Which is just as well because it does have a reaction if you attack it, but it does not have. Cannot do that because you use your reaction.
Now run away. Gallantly.
Yes.
Alright, that is the end of your turn. You back to 25 feet.
Just wriggle.
Shrug
It
them
is-
shoulders.
It is the ball's turn. It is going to.
Charge you again.
Now you've backed up.
It's going to attack Smokey
Oh,
because
okay.
Smokey
Oh,
was.
thank God.
Be a-
No one
Smokey
cares.
just set it on fire!
No one cares if the lizard dies.
That is a 19 to hit Smokey, which hits.
Imagine wasting hours of your time
Science
and a natural
got
20 teaching something for it to die.
For Jesus, I'm rolling well tonight.
Yes, stop it.
Yes.
It's like 11 already.
12 points of damage to him. How much damage did he take in the last fight? Did he take any?
He didn't take
Didn't
any.
take any.
No, because he hit up a
23
tree.
so yeah, you ran away.
I told him to run, and he
Yes.
understood. He understood the assignment.
Yeah, he understood at that point
Sorry.
immediate danger.
Yeah.
Am I in melee with this ball?
Well.
But so is Smokey, so you can get around to flank if you so choose.
Time to play a game of whack fuck.
What? Bang it the fuck out of it.
Wacky
I love those videos.
Like smell
And more profanity.
Sorry, what?
We were never a family-friendly stream.
Definitely
Not for this. Our board game streams, however, they are family friendly, so you want to join us.
No, at least they
Depends
yeah.
It depends on who's playing. If it's just me and Dom, they're fine. And if Tom's here, it's also fine. If Laura or Ross are there,
I was going to say, I'm not there, so.
Yeah, so
shits may happen.
Creatures of chaos.
if I want anything better to do, I am going to move around
What
to
are they
get
fighting at the
flanking
moment?
Boars.
Oh, no,
Boars.
yeah, ghost balls.
What did you call
Ghost
me?
boars.
and try and back it with my maul.
Okay, go for it. Step around to flank and swing them all.
Attack with advantage.
Boars that can turn into ghosts and throw you into trees.
Thanks.
I'm glad that was with advantage.
Yeah.
18.
18 does hit. Roll damage.
Balls the size
Whack.
of horses.
Smack it up the butt.
I
Up the
tried
butt
one,
for
it
the
didn't work.
coconut.
I mean, it did,
Nice.
but then it ran into a tree.
Yeah,
13 damage.
13 points of damage. Okay, this boar is not looking
good.
good.
Depends. From
Go on,
our
get
point
out
of
of it,
view,
get
it
it.
looks very good.
Cassian.
Oh, I'm still unconscious.
No, you're still. Yeah, you're right. Still unconscious. Elijah.
I'm still stabilised.
Yes, Elijah.
Give me the naps.
You've
Give
still
me
got
the
my
notes.
moat. I will hand out another moat of
Oh, yeah,
inspiration.
I forgot about that. Just realised
I can't see you.
Nope.
I can't see you then, because I think you.
You
were
can
over
see
there.
him, but he's on the other side of the instance. He's on the side of the camp.
Grit's down there with it. I will
Grit's down there.
inspire Grit
Sure.
with a. You're doing fantastic. Keep it up.
Another purple mote of energy just starts surrounding, enveloping you, just
You're
moving
all
slowly,
doing
just
great.
orbiting. Right, that's the
I'm
turn.
not moving.
Winsome is out of darts, so he's going to try a boomerang.
I shouldn't have moved.
Which hits.
And
Has
Ah.
a boomerang.
I made
Yes,
a
boomerang, yeah.
decision.
Awesome.
It can run through tree.
No, just one.
Just one tree.
I mean,
it did. It did
Oh,
run
yeah,
through a
but
tree.
it's not one.
Mm-hmm.
Takes 2 points of damage from a boomerang that just bounce off the backside.
does it come back?
No, not if it hits. If it
Oh.
misses, it does come back.
I suppose that's something.
Close.
It's not like a
Fire.
batarang.
Okay.
As it were. Crit.
Thank God for that.
Nice.
I think a crit was needed from someone.
17 points of damage.
Ooh.
How'd you do this?
Right up the butt.
What do you do?
How you do this? Okay.
I'll
It's,
do this, yes.
You wait for it to sort of buck up its legs from the sort of the pain of it, and you loose the shot through the gap in the trees. You can see the sphincter, and you just
Jesus.
line that shot up.
You see a weak point.
You see the tail. The tail sort of flaps up, and the shot. Wham! Ah, elephant naps. I mean, now I'm.
we took it from. I'm sorry. Relive this moment of shooting the boar at the butt.
No, it's happened now. But the
Keep the elephant nuts.
there's the shot.
Oh, actually
Flies.
happened.
It does rip through its system, and that is the end of
That particular
Yeah.
arrow.
that ball and the arrow. You're not getting
that
that back.
arrow's gone.
we
No.
never saw Legolas doing that, does we?
That is fletchings deep.
I mean, I know they say you lose half of your ammunition, but I'll happily lose an arrow that way.
Nathan Fillion's that.
You should try and. You know what? You should try and get it back
No,
for
I'm
comedic value.
As you do hear though, actually you're probably the closest. You do suddenly hear now splashing, and you get the sense that the boar that was running away is now swimming in the river to get away from this. And that is the end of that.
I'm counting that as a kill for me.
Is everyone okay?
I think so.
Cool. Yeah.
Cassian is
I'm as good as
That was a
I
close one.
well. Cassian will be fine in the morning.
Thank God that was a minor incursion. I think I'll sleep up here tonight.
Why did we say we were going exploring again?
Because we wanted to go to something.
Yes, because
Not
none of us
away
are
from
running away from
something,
anything.
What's running away?
No, we're running to, not from.
I think that's what the continent want me to do.
I think the gods have led you astray, if that's the
No,
case.
these
Most of
challenges
us
are
are here
here.
from necessity.
These challenges are here to be overcome.
I'm very envious that you have such clear motivation. I've always been a bit quiet when it comes to me.
Well, now we
You're
can.
here because you're a valuable member of the team.
She is not asleep, she is just watching stuff on her tablet, but not playing.
You've been mentioned in chat.
Steph, are you
You've
asleep?
been noticed in chat.
No, I'm not. I'm watching a movie.
There we go.
What are you watching? That's so important, eh? That's not us. What Zac Efron movie is that?
Don't do Zac Efron.
I mean, it's not Zac Efron in this one.
Oh, Lord and
In
Saviour
this
Zac
one.
Efron.
In
was your
this particular one.
Yeah.
In this one.
Mm.
Maybe in the next
She
one.
has to. Yeah, you can't watch them all at once.
Well, you say that just
otherwise-
just watch the stream. She is kind of watching the
The
stream.
longest subscribe.
She is our longest subscriber.
She is.
Anyway,
Yes.
so what are you now doing? Now this boar is dead.
Cooking it.
Skinning
It
it.
was
Sleeping.
sleep.
Yeah, trying to get back to sleep.
Okay, so you're skinning it, are you?
How long into my watch was I?
About an hour or so.
In which case, yeah, I'm going to continue my watch
Okay.
and try and skin this boar.
You can tag in and take
Yeah.
your watch as part of this, and you can help. So the two of you make a one of you make a survival check with advantage, or you can both make one.
Why don't you make it?
22.
Okay. You are able
Better than the
to
5.
so you're able to remove the hide sufficiently so that you have and sort of remove the organs and stuff. Burn those on the fire. We have another first time chat. DM's Garden 84. Hi. Welcome.
G'day, governor.
You are able to remove.
Did that have an Australian accent, but I'm pretty sure that should have been Cockney.
I was going for
Probably.
Cockney, but you know, if I reached
Why
a
don't you
bit
say
far,
governor then?
I'll use that a lot.
Why do you say good day, mate?
What would I go for?
No, you wanted to be Cockney.
Anyway, this does happen
But
sometimes.
went the complete opposite side of the globe. Anyway, carry on.
You are able to skin it and remove the organs, dig a small hole, bury them, so that the offal is sort of
Might
just taken
find
away.
the arrow.
You do find the arrow.
I don't want
it
it
is
back.
not touchable. Yeah, you don't want to
I
touch
don't
that.
want it.
Just have to get it in the river.
But you now have the carcass of it, and you're able to hang it in a tree so that the blood is draining, dripping, specifically hanging it from a bough because you can climb up it, dripping into the river, so that the blood doesn't fall onto the campsite.
Yes. Hygiene.
I would like
I mean, I might
to
take a bit of it for myself.
inspect the coat of
Okay.
the creature and see if I can discern it. Properties, can I reuse anything here? Can I do anything?
Make a. This would be. Make an intelligence check.
Well, I'll take it.
I will say. This is not a magical ability, but I will say. I will say this is.
Yes.
Are you proficient with. What tools are you proficient with?
All of them?
Yeah.
All the doors!
What are you proficient with? Yes.
How do I find that out on here?
It's under your. It's weirdly with your languages.
Have you not got it written down?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, of course. Mason, potters, smiths, feeds, and tinkerer tools.
Okay, so nothing that helps with this particular instance.
Gotcha.
Cool. If you had like leather workers, then that's probably the closest. But okay, so this will be an intelligence check.
Okay. I can do that.
Or can you?
14?
Okay.
Kind of.
You have a look at it, and you get the sort of sense that some of the you sort of feel the fibres are a little bit. You sort of feel some of them occasionally just sort of flicker out. You're sort of rubbing your hand over it. There perhaps is something you could do with this.
Could eat it.
You would need to probably treat
Yes.
and cure the hide soon. You have no leatherworking experience really, but you have an idea that you could probably do it within. You could probably do it. You can do it soonish
Okay.
and just treat it, and you'd probably be able to do something with it. You obviously can't do anything out here, but it might be doable in the future.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Can I think of a way of preserving do that here.
It is salty water.
No, I'm not there.
Salted beef. Don't know how much that can help. Technically pork.
Okay, I'll have a think for a bit. I'll just,
Okay.
I
Salt
don't know.
pork.
I need that to dry.
You do need to hang it and dry it to sort of get the blood out.
Yes.
You got to watch. You can think about it.
Yes, whilst we're on a watch, if everyone else is everyone else still sleeping? I'll just like
The
Oh,
blood.
the walking up things. Is that like spikes on your shoes? Are you just little tiny suckers?
Little pots.
Magic, bro.
It's a family trait.
Also wrong.
So like your dad could do it, but then his dad could do it, and now you can do it.
Yeah. As can my brother.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
We're a kind of weird family.
Can I hear this while trying to snooze?
You're probably still a
I'm
little
just
away because your watch is coming up.
Calmly chuckling.
So yeah, in your tree.
Daddy could do it,
Mama could do it.
and it is funny.
Okay, I mean,
Bye, MDM Gardener.
so it's like
Wee.
doesn't matter what shoes you wear.
No, I can do it in boots, in sandals, in bare feet.
Have you tried walking up water?
No.
You don't know.
Does that work?
You've never tried
Whoa.
it.
Have you tried
don't
it?
know.
You say you haven't tried it, so
I wouldn't have thought I'd have tried to.
Good question.
both of you just have a moment of wait a minute.
Difficult to find water going upwards.
Completely real. You don't know that, but in thousands of years, I've never tried walking.
We were literally by an entire waterfall when we were building that thing.
Missed opportunity.
Just
Yeah, but you wouldn't have wanted to try on that particular waterfall because death would have
well,
followed.
yeah,
shortly
fucking up was pretty large.
But people go home. You'll never know now.
I mean, you would have gone to your death.
I didn't.
You would have fallen
So was
into
that
that
no?
world.
I've never tried, so
I think we can breathe underwater, so it depends
You
what
can
was
do
at the
that.
bottom of
What
the
do you mean
water.
you've never tried?
it's never kind of
Never came up.
Tried.
never really thought about it, to be honest.
you can walk up vertical things.
Yes, but I don't often come across
Okay.
vertical water.
Fair. Vertical water. Can you do it with your hands?
Yeah, I could.
Could you just roll up something?
If I tried hard enough, almost certainly.
Right.
It does specifically say whilst leaving your hands free, so
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, but
worm your way.
Photosynthesis.
So it's like your whole body's attracted to something, not just your feet.
sure, let's go with that.
Okay, I'm gonna have some follow-up questions, but for now that's good enough.
Absolutely fine. I would
Like
expect
a
nothing less.
So many questions,
It's like
not
a
enough
game of
answers.
20 questions. Like,
Be careful, I want to take your skin to try with.
Just the sole of his feet. Just
Ow.
So yeah, follow-up question.
Yes.
If you like plucked a hair and then put it on a wall, would it stay against the wall?
Unlikely. Because it wouldn't be connected to me.
If you surgically crafted another limb on yourself and then put that on the wall, would that stick to the wall?
I've missed this.
Probably.
Well, okay.
so we're
But
moving house. We're not telling Ross where we're going.
yeah.
But I've never tried to grow an
Well, yeah.
extra
I mean,
limb.
I'm kind of saying obviously, okay.
Just the vestigial tail. That
Yeah.
just happened.
Right. Have you ever tried touching someone else while they touch a wall to see if it transfers through you?
Only my brother. And
You could just do that
point
anyway,
is-
so that's not.
Yeah.
That doesn't help. Okay, I think that was my last question for now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
What we need is prosthetic limbs.
If you have a peg leg.
You just
There
have to
was
change
that-
with your other
yeah,
foot really quickly.
There was that one uncle.
Even just any items. So if you like, could you scale with daggers without really having to?
I
Just-
mean,
If you're wearing gloves, because you're wearing shoes, so then does that mean you could technically have 2 barge poles, and you're just doing this on the tree? I'm just trying to understand the intricacies of
I
it all.
wouldn't try and understand too deeply.
No, do it. Try and understand.
Obviously, it's impressive. So,
Thank you.
but it's useful.
It can be.
So, don't you want to, use the full potential of that?
I mean, I think I already do. I can climb
Well,
things.
you've
I can hang upside down.
But you've not tried walking up water, or using poles and climbing up things, or attached a pathetic limb or something like that to yourself.
No, I've never felt the need to do any of those things.
These experiments must be tried.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
No further questions.
The defense rests.
I respect this.
Okay. So you've hung the hide up to dry over a limb. You will come to a point where you want to take your rest.
Mhm.
So do you wake your brother, or does
Sure.
Elijah? No?
Pretty much.
Yep.
Your
Just get an
turn.
arrow in the thigh.
I fall unconscious. And take a death save throw from the tree.
So anything that Grit and
Yeah, so have you ever walked up like a waterfall?
No, running water is very dangerous.
I mean, what about have you ever tried like a small waterfall?
No, because running water is very dangerous.
Just running water?
Running
first.
water as a whole, yes.
Does that stop you being able to walk up things?
No, it'd just be very slippy and wouldn't be very sensible now, would it?
What if it was a frozen waterfall?
Good question.
and then we're in an Lemony Snicket's
Would that count as
novel.
running water?
Could I technically hold like a plank of wood and then you stand on that
Yeah.
and then I could carry you around like that?
Yes.
Could I, following the waterfall thing,
I think you just want to
pour water from one flask to another and have you hold on to that?
Well, I mean, that would be an experiment we would have to try.
Do you want to do it now?
Absolutely. I feel like we should be watching this encampment for various incursions, but for science, I think that we should.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's not like anyone's weak and vulnerable at the moment. We can do whatever we like.
Yeah.
So,
I'll pour some water.
how large is this flask?
I mean, it's just.
I mean, or am I going to have to be very
it's
fast?
just my water. The water.
I'm going to have to be very fast.
So
You've basically got a beaker.
you've got like 10, 20 seconds worth of water.
Oh, I only need 6
I
to
just-
complete my full
What
movement.
did you have?
I was going to say, there's a couple of litres.
That would go in like
I'm not like. I'm
More
not
or less than
like,
6 seconds,
It's not
Lick.
like a
More or
bucket,
less than
it's
6
like a
seconds.
small. Yeah, I'm pouring the water out.
yeah.
Like,
Okay. Yeah.
like-
Yeah. No, I understand.
if I pour this out.
what
I'm
you're
not
asking-
like.
What you're asking to climb up is like a thin.
I just want him to
stream
hold
of
it,
water.
like it's a rope, basically, and see if he can then
When he
take
pours
his
it,
feet off the ground.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
when
Fine.
he pours it,
Yes.
I want to try and take a little like 2-step run up. I'm going to try and hop off of it.
Okay.
That, or I'm going to kick him in the face.
How many hit points do you have?
2.
Okay. So
finally get my breath.
For science.
I'll pour some water.
you pour some water out. You take your 2-step run up. You jump. You go feet first, and kick Grit in the face.
For science.
Yeah.
There you go. Can't do it.
Well, that answers that question.
Yeah, logic is untested, really. So no, I cannot walk up a waterfall because I can't walk up your beaker. Practically the same thing.
Are there? Could you walk up lava?
Yes, I can.
You know,
It's very painful,
for a fact.
for a fact.
Okay. So, at what point does the liquid become so dense that you can walk up it?
Well, technically, if you move fast enough, you can run up it, even without the abilities that I've got. It would just cause you great pain at the same time.
Oh, so you don't know whether you can just like stand on,
I mean, I can. It's molten rock.
like vertically though.
Yeah.
Do your stumps have the same properties as the soles of your feet?
Right. Okay.
Well,
It's
it's
completely up to you whether you want to believe that or not. But yeah, no, you can run up molten rock and it's not hard.
It's not hard to.
It's not. It's not like you ever have to concentrate on anything.
When
Just
have you?
walk.
When have you even seen molten rock?
Probably in the best part of about 200 to 300 years ago, but yeah, no.
Can I just get a little check on the truth of this?
Inside check.
Is lava wet?
Make a,
That real questions being asked here.
make a deception check, Connor.
Uh,
I don't know why I said deception that way.
it's just 16.
Or normally I would say I'd win, but
Your inspiration has worn off by this point,
Oh.
just an FYI.
what did you get?
16.
40.
Full of shit. You get the sense that he has seen lava. Can't walk on it though.
Oh,
It'd be
what-
fucking lethal.
Well, you will
I didn't
go
know whether you
for the
created
200,
like
300.
a pocket of air, because that's how some things like move over water and stuff.
Oh yes, water evaporates. Correct. Little evaporation area.
Okay, so basically that was a lot of shit, basically.
Yeah,
so
also never run up lava. I've still got 2 feet.
fair. I don't think I have any more questions. No.
I feel like I was expecting you to have a second thought of what is lava, because none of us have seen it.
That's going internal
Okay.
sort of thought process, but not necessarily.
Yeah, that's fine.
So the only questions you have for me is why I can walk up things.
I'm just curious because you're the only people I know who can do that.
Oh.
Without other assistance, obviously.
I mean, it is a magical apparition.
This is just magic that just does it.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
I mean, it comes from our heritage, but
Right. And what heritage is that?
well, I don't think there are anyone like us on this plane, so it's kind of a little bit irrelevant.
Well, it's not because you can walk up things, and I want to know how that works.
Yeah, I mean, Smokey can walk up things as well.
Yeah, but you can just climb.
Yeah, I just climb.
You climb with about an inch worth of contact on a surface. That's weird.
Big do you think his feet are?
I just,
Really tiny feet.
well, okay,
Strong
follow-up
calf
question.
muscles.
How little can you do? Just go up on your fingers?
I jump
Do-
and just.
Do
Can
you
I
have to?
hold myself?
Do you
up
have to
there?
No.
strain
No, there you go. Yeah.
with your muscles?
Yeah, I mean, it's not free movement. They feel it. It's like a wire.
No, but is the gravitational like pull against the tree or still against the ground?
I walk up a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you have really good core?
Yeah,
Your core is
it's
fabulous.
engaged.
Okay,
It's engaged
Okay.
right now.
that's what I'm
I
trying.
mean, when I was younger, we used to spend a
Right.
lot of the time on these inflated balls. We used to just bounce
Bouncing.
a lot.
Right,
and
right.
honestly, it was all the time engaged.
Okay.
And this is why vampires always have fantastic abs.
Yes.
I'm going to go over and eat this boar corpse.
Yeah. Corpse.
It's dead.
Yeah, it's just a weird like. Sorry, you're just gonna eat it.
Yes.
So
But as long as you have no further questions, that's fine. Just take a dagger and just kind of like...
Where from you lost yours?
It's true! I reach into its anus and pull out the arrow.
You go the long way round because its stomach is open.
That's fine.
Okay.
I know
The arrow has
entry.
the arrow has long been removed.
Oh,
You see
good.
your hand there, but then you realise you can see your hand through its middle.
Yeah, I just kind of like...
it's still
and then
raw,
just
isn't it?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
just dripping.
cut myself a nice bit of midnight snack.
Okay, you have some boar.
Have a boar and a nice glass of red wine.
I do have a follow-up question.
Yes.
Why are you eating raw meat?
Because I'm hungry.
No, it's not the eating part that I'm confused about. It's the raw parts.
Would you be more comfortable if I cooked it?
No, I don't mind how you consume your food.
Good. Don't want you to be like one of those people.
That's also not a normal thing. You realise this, right? How long have you been here for?
Couple of months.
Right. And have you seen anyone else walking up vertical walls
Yes.
or eating raw meat
Yes.
other than your brother?
Yes.
How many more people?
One more.
Other than that one other person?
So other than my brother and other than that one
The other,
else,
yes.
I feel like you're just deliberately shrinking my pool of answers.
There's still quite a lot of people on the walls. Yes.
3 people.
Of hundreds.
I mean, how many people are in Seven Home?
There's about 500 people.
It's 500. It's just like
We've got
small.
Less than 0.5%.
We could wind
0.6%.
But beyond those,
I mean,
You
I've not
understand-
spoken to everyone.
but you understand you're being quite casual about the fact that you're eating raw meat and walking up walls, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now that we've established that,
I see no problem with what I'm doing. Or how I'm doing it.
like, do you just not like cooked meat? Or you just...
I'm indifferent. Why wait for it to cook? I mean, it ruins it really, doesn't it? Have you ever tried raw meat?
I mean...
I mean, you're judging me
I've
on
never
something
tried
you've
raw
never
meat.
tried.
Could I have beef slightly rare? Is beef
Yeah.
a thing?
Beef's a thing. They're cows.
Pork
I mean, there are animals that you can eat raw.
Yeah.
Obviously not chicken.
or
but-
pork.
Maybe in this world.
Really should eat raw pork, kids.
No.
Tastes
I
like-
mean, a little bit, but not really.
Mutton is a...
There's no difference.
Have you ever been ill?
I mean, what? Is it physically?
From
From eating raw meat or ever?
both.
No.
Interesting. Are you sure you don't have some sort of parasite or something in you?
I mean, I made it.
Okay, no further questions.
I'm glad we got that figured out. So, no, not last night, but the night before, I overheard a very good conversation with yourself,
Yeah.
Cassian,
Yes.
and another gentleman
Yes.
about,
Yes.
and I have it written on my iPad, but I don't want to get it out because I'll berate it. But there was a person's name that was mentioned that was really important. It was like their boss's name.
Yeah.
Can
It's
I-
always referred to as the boss.
Ah,
There was one reference to
There
an
was one
actual-
reference
yes,
to the name.
Sneak out.
there was. But I heard that you'd been talking to the boss, and that you were quite concerned about what he would think of you.
Well, I haven't been speaking to any boss, so I don't necessarily,
So why was
have
everyone
one right
so defensive about it?
now. About the boss?
I mean, the boss was after
Do you also have incredibly good hearing?
you. Incredibly good.
Interesting.
Also, I normally find myself in places that I shouldn't be. Like, close to a private conversation.
Or your hand up a boar's anus.
No, that was meant to be there. How else would you be able to find out the health of a boar's intestine?
You remember that? It was claw.
The claw.
Yeah.
Just
claw.
just claw.
Yes.
The claw.
You,
The claw.
you four little green aliens, you! You saved our lives. We're eternally grateful. Yes. Yes. The boss and claw.
Claw is the boss.
Ah.
Just to clarify
Claw
that for
is
you.
the boss. Claw?
Okay.
I didn't think anyone heard that from the original conversation.
Yeah,
He heard snippets
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
because
Yeah,
he
I-
specifically snuck up behind
Yeah,
him.
I didn't think anyone heard the full thing.
No,
heard-
I had him roll
heard
the perception check.
all I know is that I got a name and that you were worried about it.
I had him roll a perception check on the sly, and it was a low number.
Do you have any specific questions about that? Or?
I mean, what's the claw and why is he the boss?
It's not what's the claw, it's who's the claw.
Who is the claw? And don't say the boss. I'm cutting that one out before you get there.
Well, who's the boss, obviously. Well, he's just claw. He's just always kind of has been around, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
yeah.
we know that. I know I like to play it off, but I'm not that stupid. And you, like me,
Yeah.
were running away from something.
Well, no,
First
we were
time.
running to
To
join the.
No, you were not. No, you were not. You were running away from
We were
something.
just in a hurry.
No, you were not.
We were in a hurry.
You hurried to run away.
Sure.
Potato, potato.
I just want to know who I'm with. So, is it safe?
Yeah, but you won't tell me whether you can run up water or not. So.
Because we've never tried. As soon as we get to it, we'll test that theory. I too am as equally interested as if I can run up water or not. I just want to know: is it safe to be walking around with you?
I think so. I mean, I'm not going to attack you.
And I will try not to attack you.
Okay, right, here we go. You ready for this?
Yes.
We're working with someone. Didn't go very well. They're probably trying to kill us. But now we're here.
See, now I feel like we found common ground.
Why is someone trying to kill you?
I'm working with my brother.
Yeah.
We're trying to run away from my dad because he wants to kill us.
Oh. Your dad's not the claw, right?
I have no idea.
Does he have a mark on his face?
He does.
Does he have a
I put it there.
Not a scratch, like a claw.
It's
Oh.
a scratch.
It's your claw. Like a scratch.
I mean, is it about this big?
I don't think so. I think it's bigger than that. I don't really.
It's a full.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
No,
like
I barely
scratch
caught him. It
almost,
was
like, or like
glancing.
blade cut.
Glancing blow, and he heals very quickly. I doubt it's there permanently.
Right. Okay.
Oof. Close one.
Interesting.
I just feel like there's no need to lie to me because I feel like we
Well,
have a lot more to hide than what you do.
The problem is if your dad was the claw, for
We
example,
would have a common enemy.
we would, but also you could have been an agent, thus, you've got to. I'd like to just double check that he's not secretly an agent.
Make an insight check.
8.
I would roll what I would be rolling.
It's hard to read. Something's gotten
Good.
harder to read.
Good. Good.
I saw your die and I know the number, so.
Okay.
Inscrutable. Cannot scrutin.
Oh no, you
Scrotum
can.
on it.
Yeah.
I'm really tired again now, so I'm gonna lie
Oh
down.
well, yeah. Go to sleep. I'll watch over you. Drink some of my big chalice of blood.
I don't
Sleep
think
well.
I don't know if anyone else. I guess we loop back.
It's kind of a fluid thing because of it being because of it not being equal sort of hours, but there is a. It's coming to the end of the watch, and he's staying away. There's a little bit of a crossover. So by the end of this, you have all completed a long rest. Yes, you too. And with the revelations that have been held this night, we shall end.
I feel like progress has been made.
Oh,
with our first proper campfire conversations.
yay!
How can I cast Featherfall?
Yeah.
It's part of your class.
Yeah.
Part of your subclass options. You
Well,
can
there
cast
you
Featherfall.
I'm literally
Very
only,
useful.
literally only just found that.
Featherfall.
So that is where we shall
Sorry, the
close.
three of us can cast Featherfall because I can also cast.
See?
You can't.
We are
Very
safe.
common.
Everyone on common.
We are safe from high places.
That is where we shall end for this week. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us on. We would stay longer if we could, but people have got work in the morning, so we are going to have to wrap it up
Yep.
there.
Sorry.
Come back next week.
Come back next week. We're probably going to be back next week. I know you're not here. You're not here.
Nope.
Who's on here?
Me.
These
and
two.
Tom.
So we'll see what happens. We'll put things on our Twitter and Instagram as things go. should probably be okay. But if you want to come join us on Monday, we are going to be finishing off our game of Great Western Trail 2nd Edition. Laura, Tom, Dom and I are going to be finishing that
you
off.
played a board game that's going to span over 2 days.
If I use 3 of my
Yeah.
dice,
My
what do
God.
You get half
It's,
of it.
to be fair, we did have a chunk of that game was learning and sort of wrapping things up. But we shall be back here Friday. You can also hit us with a follow button as well, because then you'll get notifications of when we go live. So that's always useful. So yeah, we will be back on Friday. We will be back to D&D, and Monday at 8 o'clock we will be here playing first playing game, and then on Friday we're back here playing D&D minus 2 members of our cast, but we will continue the story nevertheless. So until we see you again, thank you very much everyone for joining us. I'm going to go to the ending screen. Take care of yourselves. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Good night.
Against Twitch regulations, then it'll come on.
Oh, now it's...
Yeah, see? What this stream really needs is some nipples.
And that is the first line that you hear of this week's episode of Eat Cricket.
Yeah!
So I'm going to do this.